Up at night, yeah. Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. What keeps you up at night, yeah. Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. Yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. You got me like, oh yeah. I think that we've all had enough. They know that we're calling it wrong. Hey, it's too late to try to go contain it. A generation fueled by creation. We live lives on a small screen nation. We control the airwaves, no negotiation. I refuse to think we need saving. Something good will come from creation. And when we think that the world is too anxious, we'll adapt, evolve, survive, and save it. What keeps you up at night, yeah. Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. What keeps you up at night, yeah. Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. Yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. You got me like, oh yeah. I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong.
Nobody is coming to save you. Get up. Be your own hero.
Oh, look at me. I'm retarded. I'm a globe.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Sovereign Soul Unchained Mind, coming to you 250 miles above your imagination from the International Fake Station. Up here with my good friend Johnny Breeden's here with us. Oh, he's floating by. He's floating by. Careful, careful, Houston. We have a problem. And we've got our good friend back here, Sum Ting Wong, and he's here to make sure that we're holding on to the good old communist Chinese line. We have to stay there because we're here to brainwash you into thinking for yourself. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. So tonight we're going to talk about the dumb shit that Grobers say. They got some real doozies. One I got queued up here. I think I'm going to grab it here in just a second.
The first thing they say is, if you think the Earth's flat, is that you crazy?
Well,
I mean, for real.
Well, I saw this.
That's what my wife, as you know of her very well.
Yeah.
Yeah,
She's a
y'all
lunatic.
crazy. Y'all crazy.
Y'all is crazy for believing that in the Earth is. Here's like Simon Dan. Just listen to some of the dumb shit that he says. Robot Polisher's been picking on these four fuckers all week here. Let me see, boy, we got a good amount of people in here, 34 already. To start with, things that Grobers say for 500. Alex, that's right. Greg B, good to see you. Jehovah's lovely daughter Barbara is with us as well. We got Nikki Duncan in the house. The True Few no longer on the ball. Good to see you, my friend. Ethan W is with us as well. Saddle Bum, good to see you as well. Boy, I got a lot of people in here. RPB 68, what's up, bro? Nikki Duncan. We got, let's see, who else? Tony Coriolis. And that effect of yours is just got to go, okay? D-Light, joined us here tonight, just in case. Yeah, just in case. I see what you did there. Word games. King Shin with us here. Elder Bean. You know, missing anybody else? Listen. You can hear something Wong back there making slurping. He says, so gross. My God, what are you doing back there, something Wong? Stacy Jones. Let's see who else we've got. Lazarus. Good that you could awaken yourself from your slumber to join us, Lazarus. How many of y'all worked out what the 54-1T was? Huh? Yeah, because get around that censorship. Those of you with a little bit of a brain were able to decipher that into the expletive at which it was meant to represent. We're tricky that way here at Sovereign Soul. That's what we do, man. That's the kind of shit we do. So, yeah, Robot Polisher, he's been kicking their ass here the last couple of days. We'll start out. We got this thing he put together with, it's got Simon Dan and all kinds of cool shit there. Let's see what goes on here. We'll stop it periodically. Oh, you know what I want to do here though first, before I show anything, I'm going to go here just to be, you know, so we can keep our little small hat friends happy and do the little formalities. You see this here? This is a fair use warning. Okay, this is a fair use warning that we're allowed to use things for commentary, educational purposes, criticism, news reporting, teaching, parody. Okay, so we're not trying to infringe on your copyrights. So take your copyrights and stick them up in the air like you don't care. Hack. No, where was I at? Here we go. Hi. All right. Salute. Del Aikinator is with us as well. PJ, what's going on, my man? I haven't seen you in a long time. It's been forever, PJ. What's Sigil, Wes FE. Whoa, everybody piling in. We're up to 47 now. Let's see what this little bit is here.
So you are all under arrest for murdering Flat Earth. Your punishment is a lifetime of appreciation from scientists. Good job, guys. Stephen Huxtable says, I love all you guys. You have shown great dedication to the Flat Earth debunking. Here's to a great 2021 for you all. And we're here with all our favourite debunkers. Guys, the state of Flat Earth, what state they're in at the moment?
Do you think it's picked up some, or do you think it's slowing down?
It's in its death throes.
I just had a look on Google Trends. Flat Earth is at its lowest point in the last 5 years.
It's basically dying. You can't really deny that most of the main flat earthers have abandoned doing videos on YouTube. I miss the videos. I miss the nonstop stupidity and laughs of the flat earth. But hey, good to see him going.
Yeah, you should do.
Actually outnumber.
I mean, this is shit. You can tell this is from a while ago because that was Team Skeptic, and he's been covering for at least the last 3 years or so. Shit like Chili DeCastro and stuff like that. He's not even going on the flat earth stuff, right? But here's what gets me. We're seeing a tipping point. We're seeing more and more people. And if this thing is really dying, see, they just say shit and hope that it'll stick, you know? I said quite a while back, that there would be a tipping point as far as that is concerned this year. We're already beginning to see it. Having platforms like InfoWars hitting up on it, other bigger platforms, celebrity status people coming out and saying, yeah, the earth's flat. It's emboldening those that were afraid to come out and say anything because they didn't want to catch any smoke. And then, of course, there's people like me. I don't give a fuck. Throw all the smoke you want at me. I don't care. Yeah, I don't care. I'm not going to relent. You're not going to beat me back into the herd. There's no way that's going to happen. And so hopefully that sets an example for a lot of other people as well. But no, this whole thing, it's not these were quotes probably taken over the course of a few years now. And they haven't aged well at all. Anyway, there's our good friend. Is that PhD Tony? Is that who this is? Or no, that's Baldy, Mr. Baldy. That's Lucky Haskins' good friend right there.
Numbering the flat earthers now. Oh, it's getting that way.
It could be, yeah.
There was 1,000 times more videos than there are today.
One of the complaints the flat earthers give is that, if you search for flat earth, you just get the debunkers. Yeah, because we rock and you guys suck.
Yeah, but
Jeranism's off of YouTube. Bob the Globebuster is off of YouTube.
Like all good things, everything comes to
Off of YouTube. Shit, are you kidding me? I helped him develop a new debate type platform that is smoking ass. It's working really well. It did really well the other night when Flatzoid's Perspective and myself demolished McToon and Fight the Fat Ass. They didn't have shit. It was great. We had a good time with that. And we're seeing more and more and more all the time.
I got
all
you
the
a
time.
NASA hat the other day.
Do you got me a NASA hat?
It's white. It says NASA right there.
Oh yeah, because this is my rocket scientist shirt. It's a
I
NASA
seen
rocket.
that from behind you. It says,
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. I was at the thrift store the other day, man. I seen that. So I'm going to pick that up for Dave, dude. It says NASA on it, man. You wear it when you show one night.
to an end.
You know, I did a search the other day just to see what was out there for Flat Earth as far as videos go, and they're just gone.
I literally have to search the bowels of Facebook and Instagram and Reddit to find these people now because everyone else has been destroyed. I think
No, they've not been destroyed, Craig. The algorithm has been set to such, as admitted by the Google, YouTube CEOs and everybody, that it's pushed to the bottom, and they promote crap like you in its place. See, this is the crazy shit. They believe their own propaganda.
big flat earth group, and they're all getting taken away because flat earthers aren't only into flat earth, they're into every other conspiracy, which at the moment includes saying stupidly false stuff about COVID, which will get your channel taken down in a matter of minutes.
The question then to us is what will it be that
Yes, Johnny, that is a lesbian.
No,
it's
That's
a
a
lesbian. That's a she, but it's a she rug muncher.
is the end of them?
I don't know. How do you think it's gonna all end?
When will it be? How long might it take? What will be the thing that will be the end?
I've asked sarcastically on Facebook because they always ask us like how much we get paid to discredit flat Earth, and I ask them now. I'm like, how much do you get paid to discredit religion by pretending to be so stupid that you think flat Earth is real?
Nice. Yeah.
They don't like that much.
Yeah.
Shut up, science bitch.
Shut up, science bitch.
I don't think this is funny, actually. Like, we can laugh at it, but I don't think it's funny.
I'm starting to get worried. Flat Earth community seems to be growing.
Surprised at the number of friends I have that believe the Earth is flat. Bro, I'm shocked.
And this is not just amongst Christians. This is in the scientific community.
This stuff is really taking hold.
What percentage of the NFL believes in flat Earth, do you think?
Dude, honestly, there's at least 10 guys, 10 to 15 guys
you would
in
be
every
shocked.
locker room, I would imagine.
That are hardcore flat Earth.
I think if you took a truly anonymous poll, you're over 15% of an NFL locker room.
It's crazy. What?
I had to battle half my team thinking the Earth is flat this year.
I'm telling you.
Getting out of control. Can you please help it? Can you please help it?
A recent representative poll in North America found that 5% think the Earth is flat and another 6% aren't quite sure.
It goes up for young people, all the way to 34%.
Only 64% are convinced that the world is a ball. The world is a circle, that the world is a spheroid.
Unfortunately, that is not a made-up statistic.
How's this flat Earth thing like catching steam?
There's no doubt that interest in flat Earth ideas has spiked.
What happened?
What happened?
Why are there so many flat Earthers?
That's what blows a lot of people.
And that is a good question. What happened? Why is there becoming, even despite the, hardcore censorship and shadow banning, it's still blowing up with traction. It's still blowing up. Imagine where we'd be without the censorship. But I think it's just people are just inexplicably waking up, becoming immune to the bullshit. Maybe they played their hand too hard. I don't know, man.
Away, they can't believe how much traction this had.
How did we?
Or what?
More evidence is appearing. More people talking about it, and more people talking.
Right. There's stuff that people never thought to question before because
and
you
then,
get ridiculed right off the
Some
bat.
of it ain't true that you see on here, but a lot of it is too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So more people.
Oh, they've done their part in trying to muddy the waters. Absolutely. You know, I mean, up to and including the Flat Earth Society, which is a governmental psyop. Who in the world is that? Somebody messing with me. That's my son. Oh, so he's just reacting about. I was mowing the grass out here today, and there was I stopped because I saw this little bunny, and he was hopping through, just a little baby bunny. He was only about this big, and he was just hopping through the grass. And so I walked right up on him, and I got him on video, and I chased him out of the yard because I didn't want him to get caught up under the mower or nothing, you know. It was just a little bitty thing. He was just
will. They'll get scared and just sit there.
Yeah.
They know you swipe them. And they're so little, they don't know if you're going to hurt them or not.
Right.
Or just shoot them off.
So I shoot him off.
Pick him up, couldn't you?
Yeah. I could have easily picked him up.
Yeah. Better.
A couple of years ago, Peanut got after a whole bunch of little bunnies. She killed a couple of them.
You know what her mother does?
And
kills possums, man.
Really?
Yeah, groundhogs.
Oh God.
She's a groundhog killer, man.
But no, she so I gathered them up and I put them out there in that stump that with all that bushes and shits around right there. And it had a nice little place on the other side of the backyard fence. Probably not a good idea for them to be jumping around in the backyard with Peanut.
Yeah, probably not.
We get to this point to where people actually believe this.
They've got a long list of things that they've curated at this point, and they're not easy to answer.
They're all marched around us and they boxed us in the basketball court.
If you had 3 PhDs in astrophysics over here and you had 3 flat earthers next to them and they were doing a debate,
the flat earthers would win every single time. The flat earthers would win every single time.
The reason why is because a small group of people who become very good debaters, they're so flashy and they make really good YouTube posts.
Or maybe we just have a stronger position.
We're not, claiming pseudoscientific, unverifiable, crazy claims that can easily be debunked. That's why.
Yeah, it's dying.
Yeah, shut up, science bitch.
He just did it. Not everybody can be a robot polisher.
JL Warren says, greetings, Shieldman, tight shirt, plain, kooky, skit bitch, sensitive, and mangy cat. Love all you guys. Keep up the amazing work.
I've got to give credit to one flat earther, Austin Whitsitt, who came up with the nickname for me, Fight the Tight Shirt. That
good
was
one.
Genius.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's and as we're seeing this, they're getting more and more desperate every day.
So you are all under arrest for murdering.
That of course, that video compilation put together by Robot Polisher. Robot Polisher's on Twitter, or X, formerly known as Twitter. Why has this got to be like Prince? What the fuck, right? You know the platform, okay? Also on YouTube, Robot Polisher. He's got a really good channel. He puts these things together. And what I'm looking for is, oh wow, there's David Murphy. Yeah. We'll get into that in just a minute. I love Dave Murphy. Dave Murphy and I had a splendid conversation in Las Vegas regarding languages and linguistics and the phonetics and things like that. We really got into a really deep discussion. It was pretty good. But he put one together. He's been going hard after McToon here recently, and I wanted to find this one. This one's a pretty good long one compilation. Yes, this is it right here. And I'm just going to go ahead and I'll show you the tweet. This went up yesterday, May the 6th. Yeah. And let me just share this. Okay. And he said, imagine how utterly lost and hopeless our brothers and sisters that have been deceived by this quote unquote man must be. Download, bookmark this, and repost. Tag Mr. Incredibly Dishonest McToon every time he pops his fat coping head out of his snake hole. So I thought that was a pretty pretty scathing tweet, but this isn't bad. This isn't bad at all. I was watching this and it was like, wow.
I haven't brought up relativity as being observable or provable or anything. I'm talking about gravity, which is Newtonian, not Einsteinian.
If you believe in the current model of Earth, then you subscribe to relativity.
I'm not talking about that right now. You can empirically verify that mass attracts mass.
No.
You know, gravity does not work on the quantum scale. So, you know, of course, to be fair,
it's not claiming to work on that scale, so that's not a problem.
Okay, so you are conceding that gravity is not cohesive with observations on the quantum level.
Sure. 100% mass attracts mass.
How do you detect the Earth moving around the sun from the Earth?
There's many ways to do that.
You said something was hanging?
Hanging from a wire, yes.
Okay, where's the wire coming from?
It's connected to a gimbal at the top.
Where's the gimbal connected to?
The gimbal is connected to the apparatus to hold it up.
Okay, what's the apparatus connected to, Mattoon?
I don't, could you just get to your point?
Whatever the gimbal's connected to is connected to the Earth. There is no independent frame of reference, Mattoon.
So I don't really care for your words and semantics there. There are many ways.
I don't like the way look at the way he talks like a woman, man. Doesn't he sound like a woman? I don't really care for your words. Yeah. I don't really care for the way you're speaking to me right now. Whoa, facts, nothing but the facts. Just tell us how you really feel, my friend. Says McLoon is a butt plug, low down yellow belly. Wow, dude. I would imagine there's Mojo Shop with us here tonight, too. Jeff Conkle's got us in here, no longer on the ball. What do we got? Lucky KGV is here. A couple other people. There's Greg hanging out in the chat, lurking around and shit. Dude, he has a head in him like a plant pot. Yeah, man. And that thing, what he said to Flatsoy during that debate, he's like, go put your nose against the wall. And I'm like, what a homo.
Is to measure the orbit of the Earth around the sun. So,
But he just can't name them. And if McToon's saying there are ways to directly measure the Earth's orbit around the sun, then he's claiming relativity is incorrect, but he's too incompetent to grasp what relativity actually says, so he projects his own intellectual ineptitude onto me.
No result.
A negative result would be evidence for a stationary
No,
Earth.
it's not. In fact, it's quite the opposite. It's a nothing result.
And in that experiment, if the Earth were stationary, what would you measure?
What would you measure if the Earth was stationary with the Michelson Morley experiment?
You'd have the same thing.
Question of how do you measure stationariness is a stupid question. If the Earth is stationary, then any attempt to detect motion of the Earth would be negative. You don't measure stationary. That's stupid.
Measure stationary. What's your measurement of flatness? See, that's the same thing. That's the same thing. What's your measurement of flatness? You mean level? What the fuck do you mean? What's your measurement of flatness? Well, what would the dropping be if it were a ball? I don't know. That's your story, McToon. The fact that it doesn't drop at all shows that it's not what you say it is. So, what the fuck, bro?
You can measure stationary. Of course you can. You create a device that's designed to measure rotation. If it comes up with zero rotation, you've measured stationariness.
So when we
stationariness, you got to be shitting me. Come on, bro.
measure for orbit, we get none.
Oh, I said rotation, not orbit.
Orbit is a rotation.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks for playing.
Yeah.
I bet you Toon goes to bed at night, has nightmares about Witsit. I bet you he does, man.
Do you concede and agree with Einstein that the Machian principle is valid? Yes or no?
I'm not. No, I don't know.
Does it physically contract overall?
Within our reference frame, I will say that it does not.
But in reality, it does. It's just our whole reference frame also contracts, right? See, you don't understand it.
Oh, I certainly do.
No, you don't. You literally don't.
He's panicking, looking at his screen, trying to find some answer that somebody's typing to him for looking. Come on, team. Help me.
All right, come on.
Are you starting to notice that like you can't debate me about it? But I would like to say though, McToon,
Keep
can
patting
you please
yourself
do
on the
me a
back there.
favor? Because
Make
like
yourself
just
feel
to
good.
continue in good faith, I would really prefer if you would just be honest and you would concede the first part, which is that you concede the validity in the Machian principle
Oh
and that
my
you must
gosh.
according to. Can you just concede that part?
I'm sorry. No,
So you disagree with Einstein?
I don't know. Whatever. Don't care.
Oh my God.
I don't care. Doesn't matter. Whatever.
What did relativity do to reconcile those negative results?
I don't know. Don't care.
The whole position that you hold is that the evidence does support a stationary Earth.
No, it doesn't.
But literally your position is that the evidence supports that the sun moves around the Earth, that the Earth is stationary, but that since relativity is true.
No, that's not my position.
No, this is objective.
This is objectively you strawmanning me. That's not my position.
And he loves that. He loves that. Straw man. Oh my God, straw man. I don't know how many times he had to say that fucking dumb shit when he was debating me in Flatzoid. Every time.
Relativity says that although the result and the evidence appears to show us that the Earth is stationary, it's actually just an illusion.
Whatever. It doesn't help you.
So you agree with that though, right?
No, it does not appear to be stationary.
What did relativity put forward that reconciled the negative results?
Yeah, coming up with better experiments. Like Michelson.
Relativity put forward coming up with better experiments?
Yeah, you asked the question, I answered it. Better
That
experiments
isn't an answer.
In the future. It absolutely is.
Oh my God. That isn't the answer.
Oh, it is. It is the answer.
So-
You don't like it. I don't care that you don't like it. It hurts you because it contradicts your desperately held position. But I don't care. It doesn't
Wow,
matter.
this
That's
is crazy.
the answer. That's the
So
answer, Austin.
That isn't the answer because
certainly
he had
is.
not done better experiments yet. Just like you said, he's not a time traveler. So
Yeah.
he wouldn't be claiming that relativity reconciled something by something that happens in the future. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, he did.
He's obviously saying that relativity helped reconcile the negative results they had up to that time. So the question is, well, what does relativity specifically do that helps fix that problem of negative results?
I don't know. You go ahead, Austin. Say it. Go ahead. It's not a logical fallacy. It's been measured.
Can it be recreated in a controlled experiment on Earth?
It doesn't need to be.
I'm talking.
It doesn't need to be. This fucking guy. What's going on, Black and Knucklehead? I mean, come on, bro. This guy's so full of shit. It doesn't need to be. I've heard that before. Brenda said that exact same thing. Both in Minnesota. Never seen them both at the same time. I'm just saying. I don't know.
About the harmonic nature of the sun and the moon. You're laughing, and you just now said zillion to one odds is realistic.
I don't give a damn about the odds. It
Hopefully the
doesn't
viewers
matter
will
at
buy
all. So you're saying that Kepler's laws don't work?
I'm saying that they've never been recreated on Earth.
So what?
Specify what type of refraction is causing that
This
to
looks
happen.
to me like a coefficient of refraction of 2 or more.
That is not a type of refraction.
I don't care. I don't care to categorize the refraction. I don't care for the categories. Pressure requires containment. I'll take that, yes. There is no claim that there's a pressure adjacent to a vacuum. There is containment, and it is gravity.
Oh my God. And this dumb shit that they try to run by is so easy to destroy. It is so easy to destroy. The containment is gravity. Oh, okay. Sure. Let me just open this soda. Psh! Oh, look, gravity didn't hold that fucking pressure in the can. How about that?
Okay, so high pressure will migrate to the low pressure.
Yes, but somehow, where this balloon is, it didn't happen. Strange.
It's still within the containment, Mattoon.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Exactly. You had a bunch of the same people that are in your chat right now pretending I'm stupid.
Yeah.
But you didn't understand that even though Lorentz contraction was originally
it's
postulated
your giant
with
ego, Austin. Your
and by the way-
massively huge ego that does require a container.
Not everybody can be a robot polisher.
As Witless, you would need to have more than a 6th grade education to talk about grown-up topics like relativity.
Yeah, you just got schooled on relativity. So what are you saying, Toon? You only got a 6th grade education or whatever? I mean, you're a poser, bro.
Yeah.
This is bad, bro. This is painful, man. This is why I almost
You
didn't agree
haven't
to do it.
supported your claim. You're saying the natural antecedent. Say it again.
Natural antecedent to gas pressure is containment.
Yeah, and okay, so I agree to containment. Yep.
Physical containment.
physical okay.
Stop playing semantics. This is wizardry.
Yeah, you keep doing that. I have my intuitive version of the world that thinks that the Earth is rotating and spherical. This is so dishonest. Oh,
Yeah,
you
think
just
about it.
don't understand. You're out of your league. So much
can't let me
smarter than
talk.
him.
You're
I'm
freaking
Austin.
out.
I'm so smart.
He's a little child. He is. He's a little fucking child. I hate him. I do. I really do.
All the people that think they're smarter than Einstein. It's so funny.
Oh, you're so dumb.
Orbit is a rotation.
Uh-huh. Oh my gosh, you're stupid.
Einstein that the Machian principle is valid, yes or no?
I'm not. No, I don't know. You're so stupid. How can you be that stupid?
Just our whole reference frame also contracts, right? See, you don't understand it.
Oh, I certainly do.
No, you don't. You literally
All right.
don't.
All right, come on.
Okay, let me explain it to you.
Oh my gosh. You should definitely get yourself fitted for an iron lung in case you forget to breathe.
Wow, did he come up with that on his own? He should write comedy.
Oh my gosh, you're stupid.
You're just such a moron.
So you disagree with Einstein?
I don't know. Whatever. Don't care.
I don't know. Whatever. I don't care.
Oh my God.
Oh, I mean, seriously, I don't want to be mean, but you deserve it. You do. All right, put your helmet on and go to bed. Oh my gosh. Oh.
Jesus.
And his tiny little brain thinks, I'm smart. I'm so smart.
What did relativity do to reconcile those negative results?
I don't know. Don't care. No, you're not. No, you're not. Oh, gosh, you're so dumb. No, it does not appear to be stationary. You're so dumb. Oh my gosh. You don't know, Austin. You don't
understand these topics.
Oh my god.
Yeah, he's bad.
He's so horrible. Like McToon is like a bad disease that you can't get rid of.
Definitely toxic.
He's very toxic. Very toxic. And like the fact that he sat there and Austin just owns that guy. He just owns him. And he doesn't know what to do or say. And he just has to sit there and call him stupid and just throw everything at him. It's like, wow, you really are like a deceitful man.
Yes, he is.
Yes, Mike Finan, McToon is a pure demon. Yes,
Yep.
He's inhabited by demons, guaranteed.
Yep, I believe that. But here, just to touch on the Einstein thing, check this out.
Mm.
I am Albert Einstein, and I have come to believe that the motion of the Earth cannot be
Robot Polisher rocks.
To the question whether or not the motion of the Earth in space can be made perceptible in terrestrial experiments, we have already remarked that all attempts of this nature led to a negative result. Before the theory of relativity was put forward, it was difficult to become reconciled to this negative result. So what I am really trying to tell you, Glurfs, is I fooled you. I fooled you into believing that the Earth orbits the sun by explaining away the ether with my special theory of relativity. I never provided proof that there was no ether. I just said it doesn't exist, despite the entire scientific community to this point having acknowledged its existence. So I made up a way to explain why Michelson-Morley's interferometer showed no motion of Earth. I knew very well that my theory was an impossibility, just as a wave in water without water is an impossibility. Light requires a medium in which to travel through. However, I had a duty to carry out my Zionist predecessors.
Yeah, Robot Polisher is awesome. He makes such good videos.
Yeah, he puts out a lot of shit. If anybody, Barbara, if you could find Robot Polisher on the
I can't post it.
YouTube and put the link down, that would be awesome. I'm trying to find that one he was dicking with Craig so hard with. Let me see if I got it on here. Or it was showing Craig like he's acting like he's some kind of a superhero. He beat up somebody and then everybody had to go and pay. He had his followers all pay his fucking court fines and everything for it.
Yeah. Just
that
evil.
Was insane. Where in the hell is that? Probably gonna have to go. I have it in my feed. That's why I'm looking.
Iron Horse. Hey, don't insult bad diseases. I'm sorry, Iron Horse. I didn't mean to put him in discredit bad diseases with tainting it with McToon or McLoon.
Oh yeah, I want to keep it. I'm gonna put this over and shit. I can't do it like that. Damn it. Because this is a good one where Whitsitt was talking about. He's got a great explanation. Pretty close, pretty much the same thing I've said about why don't you guys have a map? Where's your map? And you just want to smack the shit out of these people because it's like you don't even understand the question you're asking. You really don't. You don't even understand what's involved with maps. They have no idea. They didn't know that is tightly controlled shit. It has to be approved by the crown, basically.
Mm-hmm.
And it has to use the coordinate system that has been set by yet another Royal College of Cartography, the Royal College of Longitude. They really went through a lot of shit trying to get that working too, because that's where they came up with using a quartz clock. Because once they got past the equator, then everything was movement. Everything was moving, and they had to go by length of time and amount of movement that took place in that time, and then do all these calculations. So you can understand that, and you couldn't use a pendulum clock, a spring clock. As it started to wind down, it would start to slow down.
Yeah.
So once they developed a quartz clock, then they were able to actually do some relatively crafty calculations. That's how I'll put it.
Dehydrated water is the best. Just add water and
dehydrated water. It's the best shit, right?
That's awesome.
Yeah,
I remember I went up to someone and I said, you know what? You should ask your MP to stop the what is it, the piping in of dihydrogen monoxide into your home. It's just not good for you type thing, right? And she goes, yeah, I should do that, right? And totally oblivious to what I just said, right? And I was like, okay, I was just joking. And then she goes, what do you mean? I said, dihydrogen monoxide. Do you know what that is?
Right.
And she goes, well, isn't that some sort of chemical? And I said, yes, water. What?
Yep.
H2O, dihydrogen monoxide.
Yep. I fooled people with that. I said, do you realize how many people die a year because of this chemical, dihydrogen monoxide?
Okay.
I mean, think about it. And of course, people drown. And you have tidal waves and shit
Yeah.
like that, right? So they don't connect it. They go, "Oh my God!" I saw somebody was actually going around with a petition and talking about how dangerous this chemical was, and they need to ban
There's
it.
so many people that just outright signed it. Yeah, it's hilarious.
Logs in his house.
Hold on a second. What now?
They put gas logs in his fireplace.
Yeah.
And something happened, and the fumes off the gas fireplace went up in the electrical wires and all that, and they condemned the house. Southern states got to back it all up now.
Oh shit.
Matt Pettit's paving. You ever seen them trucks run around here?
Mhm.
Yeah, his right there. Brand new
Wow,
house,
that
man.
sucks. Well, here's a good indication as to how what I was talking about earlier with how more notable people are speaking on this now. And this was Mark Sargent was just on the Jim Brewer show, the Bruniverse.
Yeah.
And that's pretty good too. That's a pretty big show now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
He's got a little
Bruniverse.
Rumble Tower.
Yeah, he's on Rumble as well because he's got hit with the YouTube censorship too. But Brewer's one, I think, out there that's he gets it. But this was pretty good. This was when Mark Sargent was on the show just the other day.
I won't get into it yet, but the amount of people that try to poo-poo this is mind-boggling. And I was 100. I want everyone to know I was 100%. This is stupid. This is the dumbest thing ever heard. What's wrong with these human beings? Now it makes all the sense in the world. And I have no problem saying that. I want the world to know, yes, Jim Brewer is open for the flat earth world, and it makes way more sense than a spinning ball. That's all I'm saying. Okay. I think climate change that hasn't happened every 10 years are staring you and the world's going to change. Plymouth Rock is still where it's at. There's so many things here that you've been lied about and fibbed about, and you learned and you took tests about it. That was BS. So, with that said, is that how I label you?
By the way, you're going to catch so much hell for saying that, by the way.
I don't care.
I know.
I don't care. I want you to prove to me. This is what I tell people. Yeah. So where do you get information? Well, the scientists have proved that they lie. Get another shot. Yeah,
that's right. It's true.
Who didn't take ivermectin because it didn't work? They lied. So I don't want to hear you learn from a scientist or school, because it has proved none of that it's all nonsense. All right, sorry, I'm going.
No, it's okay. And
that's
awesome. More people that are coming out. Jim Brewer's pretty well known.
I want to get
not just from his podcast, but what was that movie, Half Baked?
Yeah.
And I think he just naturally looks stoned.
That's what.
He does. He just naturally looks stoned. So but on top of it, then he's a stoner too. I saw him where he got mad because they were making. He was doing Domino's pizza commercial.
Yeah.
And they'd cut right as he was going to take a bite of the pizza, and they'd take the pizza away from him. And he finally got pissed off and shit and took the whole pizza and said, "Fuck you," and threw the guy in the pool. He's like, "Taking that pizza away, bitch." I thought that was hilarious. Another one too, Roseanne Barr. This was she talked to Roseanne's in our audience tonight. She goes by Dreamy Lynn. Allergic to the BS.
What?
Yeah, it's teaser because she sounds exactly like Roseanne Barr when she comes on. I swear to God, she does. But Eddie Bravo teaches Roseanne about flat Earth and why the globe model always contains 666. So that's kind of interesting. Eddie Bravo's big in this
Oh, totally. Yeah. Eddie Bravo is really big on it. Like he sits there, he
think
goes
it
on
was-
Joe Rogan show, and Joe Rogan just hates when he starts talking about flat Earth. And
Who did I say, Barbara? I said Dreamy Lynn escaped the allergic to the BS, but that's her name on the whole thing. But anyway, it wasn't it Eddie Bravo that coordinated that whole thing for Witsit to be on InfoWars, I believe, wasn't it?
I think he probably did. You never know, right? So that was actually really good. Like that particular debate was actually kind of funny because at the end of it, Alex Jones had to come on and just say it's round, and then just like leave and like kind of like drop the mic type thing.
Yeah,
and you knew like because right at that moment you're going, yeah, Witsit like totally owned him on everything. So. But
yeah, man, that's the thing. He come out there. That was like, I wish he could really see him the way I see him. I wish he could see himself through my eyes, because it was sort of like, oh, I'm the big cheese here. I'm going to come out and give you a 2018 stupid thing that I heard. You know, well, how come all the other planets aren't flat? The way the Earth's round. Buy my boner pills. You know, I'm like, God, dude, you know, come on. He's got to realize that he looks stupid.
He does. It's entertainment, right?
But when you're the smartest kid on the short bus, you don't realize what's happening, right?
Yeah. That's true. Yeah.
So this is
he even admits that I'm retarded. There's like that video. I'm a bit retarded.
Let's see how Eddie did on this, Larry.
Why do they not want us to know what's the big threat that we would know it's flat? What does that?
Because that's the truth. They don't want us to know the truth. They want us on a ball. Don't go anywhere. You're just going to go in a circle. You're going to go stay where you're at. Don't go anywhere. We would explore. We would explore. We would find that there's a lot of hidden lands.
Under the ice?
No, on the other, like beyond.
On the other side of the ice.
If we're like a lake, there's a bunch of lakes.
I get it.
There's a bunch of land.
I totally get you. Okay.
They're hiding land. They're not telling us about everything.
Eddie, did they?
They got us. They got us in the center. They got us locked in the center in this lake. We're not a ball spinning through space. They think we're. Do you think you're spinning 1,000,000 miles an hour?
No, because my hair ain't even moving.
Exactly. They're telling us we're spinning 4 different ways at speeds you can't see. They're telling us that the Earth is spinning on its own axis at 1,000 miles an hour. That's fact. And then the Earth is spinning around the sun at 60,000 miles an hour. And then the sun is spinning around the center of the Milky Way at 666,000 miles. Everything is 666.
Oh yeah, I knew that.
Everything is 666.
Oh, I knew that.
Isn't that a coincidence?
No, I mean we.
And
we
then
all know. Don't we all know? Wait, I'm joking.
So they're telling us that we're spinning 1,000 miles an hour one way, 60,000 miles an hour another way, and then 600,000 miles an hour another way, and then 1,000,000. Then the whole Milky Way galaxy is spinning 1,000,000 miles an hour through the galaxy.
Yeah.
Yet we're motionless.
I have a question.
Yeah.
And did they do the test on the water?
And
You
yet
said that
they
proved it.
can't
Did they
come
do
up-
that test?
Can I tell a joke? Excuse me.
Yeah,
Matt.
when you're done, let us know because I'm.
Now I forgot it. No, it was and they can't come up with a cigarette that cures cancer.
Good point.
I love that.
I like Roseanne. She puts it out there, though.
Yeah.
I want you to know.
Yeah, Eddie Bravo's been doing quite a bit. Quite a bit.
Oh yeah, he has.
Well, he, you know, and it's funny. Him and Rogan, they were like, you know,
yeah.
And then Rogan.
Well, they still are.
Well, yeah, but you see, the thing is it's not like it was after Rogan turned around and he went back.
With the moon landing, where he said he goes, "There's no way we went to the moon," and he was like just all about that, and then suddenly he's like going, "Oh yeah, I've seen this, the space station, and you know." Like all this stuff that he starts spouting off, and Eddie Bravo was like, the one time he was on there, and he's like going, he goes, "What the hell's wrong with you?" And then they kind of had a bit of a falling out, and I think they got back to, they started talking at one of the UFC events, and then they kind of got back, and he's been on his show a couple more times, and he like Joe Rogan, just, it's almost like Joe Rogan has him on there just to kind of tolerate it, but it's almost like he has him on there so that he can spout out this stuff without him losing his audiences because he's standing against it type thing. You know what I mean? It's you know what, like he's trying to, he's doing the opposite of it, but yet he's allowing it to be like Eddie to say everything he needs to say.
Right.
How you doing, guys?
How you doing, PJ? Good to see you, brother. What's happening?
Oh, good. I couldn't get to sleep. It's like 3:25 in the morning here, and I thought, yeah, Sov will be on at this time. Let's watch Sov. But yeah, Joe Rogan, yeah, he seems to be a bit fickle, doesn't he? He keeps changing his mind. What I'd call a swapper napper up in Scotland, fickle. They don't know what to go with, you know, what agenda or what narrative to go with, you know.
What in the world happened to that one where Craig is talking about his fight? I'm looking for that one where he was talking about his fight.
Oh, and yeah, I seen that the other day.
But his fight with the old woman,
said it was
where
like
he beats her with his cane?
like Loki and Incredible Hulk. He was the Incredible Hulk, picking Loki up and slamming him on the ground because he's 6 foot odd and he's strong, and yeah, Craig really bigging himself up, man.
Here I got it. Yeah, he thinks he's he was trained by the military.
Oh, that's right. That's what he says. Yeah.
You know, look, you are not infantry. You were not a SEAL.
No.
You're most likely a cabin boy or something. Okay. And yeah, you probably went through basic training and learned a few things that you've never really employed in real life.
Of course.
Okay. People have this strange idea about people that were in the military, that there's somehow that's a bastion of honor for some reason. And I'll tell you straight up, man, I was in the military with guys that their only recourse was the judge said, you either go in the army or go to jail. Okay. It's, you know, it's not all patriotism and stars and stripes and all that bullshit. For a lot of people, it's just a last alternative. And there really are some dregs in the whole military. So and there's good people too, don't get me wrong. But this whole just blanket, you know, thank you for your service. What service? What service did you provide? To me, servicing is like, you know, that's what a stud does to a mare. They service it. And I don't think I want to be serviced, you know? I'm just saying, it's just, you know, this whole thing people got, and it's just a result of this, more of this propaganda programming. People start saying it over and over and over. Thank you for your service. Bless our troops. Bless our troops. All this bullshit. And it's like, wait a minute. Why would I bless people to go commit atrocities in the name of some asshat in the White House or some shithead in Israel? I don't care about those people. Stop. Just stop. Don't do that shit in my name. You make me embarrassed to call myself an American. You know?
Yeah, I get that.
Well, I'm embarrassed to call myself a Chinadian.
Oh, yeah, I found some bullshit about you happening on you guys here. We're gonna hit.
I know. It's
a minute.
Yeah.
That retroactive bullshit bill that law that Trudeau's putting in about that they can go back and nail you for hate speech retroactively. Now you go back and find where you said something that's considered hate speech from 10 years ago and come lock you up for it.
Isn't that crazy? Especially when you might not even hold the same opinion anymore.
Right.
You might change your opinion, and wow, that's craziness.
Yeah, this is real too. Real.
Yeah, absolutely. Martial law. It's mental.
Yeah, they're gonna overstep. They've already overstepped it. I mean, they're already predicting civil war here in the United States.
Again, wow.
If not trying to outright freaking instigate it, you know.
No doubt.
But it's gonna be. This may be a summer of rage.
Quite possible.
It's flat.
Revolution.
Just so you know, that picture of the moon is a picture I took with my P1000.
Oh wow, nice.
Yeah. So that's why I use it as my background. It's a picture I actually physically took. So
I just say that if some shit goes down, just point me down range, man.
I wish we had the same gun laws as you guys do down there, because they're trying to take our guns away where we can't even have a simple hunting rifle anymore.
Yeah,
it's pretty bad.
Yeah, I know. There's people, at least where I live, there's nobody going to stand for that kind of shit. It's pretty much a consensus, even with the sheriff, that you're not coming here and taking any guns.
It's crazy. I mean, I've got a lifetime firearms ban, and I've never used a firearm. You know what I mean? Apart from when I was in Army Cadets and shooting and stuff like that on a range. But yeah, just because I've done a 3-year sentence, I had to say, obviously, when you come out of prison, I had to sign a thing saying I wouldn't handle firearms. It's just automatic in UK. If you're 18 and over and you get 3 years and over, you get 3 years and under, you get a 5 years ban. Anything over 3 years, you get a lifetime ban. So I got a lifetime ban.
Well, they try to run that shit here and here's the thing, a felony. Okay. Yeah. If you have a felony, there's 2 different kinds of felonies. There's nondescript and there's violent.
Right.
Okay. And nondescript could be like 3rd-time DUI or, something like that, where there's no victim involved or anything else like that. But if you know how the system works, you can actually work that to your advantage, because then you can have that nullified.
Got you.
You see, if you've been a certain amount of time over without any problems, kind of like traffic tickets, how they drop off your record. Well, you can do that with felonies up to a point.
Yeah.
But by calling everything a felony and locking up and charging people with felonies, as many as they possibly can, each one diminishes the possibility of that person being armed.
Yeah, absolutely.
Or at least on paper, that's how it's supposed to work, right? But like myself, I don't ask anybody's permission for shit. Okay, that's just me. I'm a grown man. I don't need your permission.
You don't need permission. Exactly.
And little silly costumes and cleverly worded pieces of paper do not influence my decision on that.
No, that's it.
No,
and that's all cleverly worded pieces of paper, like you say.
Yeah. And if you understand the language, well, you find out that it really doesn't mean shit.
It means shit. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But here's Craig and his toughness.
Oh, okay.
And I grabbed his shoulder and punched him in the face. And I picked him up and I slammed him on the ground. And I mean, I think the best way to describe this portion of the fight is, that scene from the first Avengers movie where Hulk and Loki have their little thing, puny god. Yeah. It was kind of like that,
Oh yes, my God.
I know, he really does.
He's so narcissistic, isn't he?
I know.
God.
He's some kiddie, isn't he? He could pick up a dude and throw him about like the Hulk and Loki.
Oh, I'd like to see him try that with me.
Holy cow.
Like, I'm 285 pounds.
He ain't doing that, is he? Swinging you around your head and shaking you about like a wet towel.
Yeah.
Old hero Greg. Brilliant.
I think his punch would feel like a wet noodle hitting my face.
I bet it would.
Greg, how many years has it been since the completion of the sentence, everything about it that you resulted in your felony? In Michigan, a nondescript felony, 3 years after your sentence is completed from that. In other words, no probation, no fines, nothing left. And 3 years from that point on, your rights can be restored. Now, I know that's the case in Michigan. In most states, they have a time period like that. Right. Some states, it's automatic. So I would check into it, Greg. Absolutely.
I'm physically disabled, right? But I'm 6 foot plus. I'm a big guy. I'm strong, and I'm trained by the military. Right? I'm trained.
And I'm trained by the military.
Oh, my
He actually put on an American accent now. Yeah, I'm trained by the military.
Oh my god, he makes me laugh in so many different ways.
He told he got called out because he said he was a disabled war veteran.
Yeah.
And then when he got called out on that, he was like, "Oh well, I accidentally said that because I was on a lot of opiates."
Opiates, that's right.
Oh my god!
So you accidentally called yourself a war veteran.
You know, he's disabled, all right. Disabled in the head.
Yeah. Well, you know, somebody who don't cut this guy any slack whatsoever is Bruce over at Mindshock.
Oh yeah, I know.
Oh
he totally
man. He who rips on Craig constantly. I was watching a Mindshock video today, and it was a replay, so there was no chat on there, so I didn't see any chat. But Bruce was interacting with the chat, and apparently Sean Hawkins was in there.
Oh, goodness.
And you know, Bruce was calling him out on. He says, "Yeah, that sounds like pure projection there, Sean Hawkins." I was like, "Oh my god."
More Sean Hawkins.
Yeah,
Sergeant Rocky.
Jesus. The Simeon.
By the military in combat. And when the military train you in combat, they train you a very specific way. And the way they train you is to finish fights as soon as possible by whatever means necessary. I grabbed his head and rammed it into the floor several times. And managed to push myself up away from him, turned round and punched him in the head as hard as I could, which kind of, you know, stopped the ebb of the flow because that obviously hurt him quite a bit.
While simultaneously fending off ninjas.
Okay, so where in military training does it show you to slam someone's head into the ground multiple times?
Yeah,
I don't think that's military training. That's just rage.
Yeah, he slammed his head multiple times into the ground and then punched him. You mean he got up after slamming his head into the ground? He got up and you punched him. You know, I think there's something wrong with that story. If he was slamming his head into the ground, he wouldn't be getting up to be punched, would he? I think he's talking rubbish. I mean, he's obviously assaulted someone, but the story he's telling is not.
Yeah, he also assaulted that woman with his cane.
Yeah. Now, why does he have so many problems with people?
Because he's a narcissistic
asshole.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean,
he thinks he's better than everyone else, and he thinks he can just do whatever he wants. That's what it is.
Of course.
See, these
and he's an atheist. Remember that, right?
Oh yeah.
He's an atheist, so he doesn't have Christ in his heart, and that's his biggest problem right there.
That's it.
Yeah,
man.
man.
Those who haven't got a relationship with Christ, they don't think they need any kind of relationship with God. Because they don't believe in God, they're fine. It doesn't matter, does it? They can do what they want, so they think. You know, there's consequences, you know, to what you do, and they just don't realize that. You know.
Well, there's something fucking wrong with every one of these guys, man. I swear to God.
Yeah.
I mean, every one of them I've run across, there's some kind of a mental problem going on with them.
Totally.
You know,
100%.
Yeah.
Black nail polish.
What the
heck? Tucking your wiener. Whatever, man. I mean, it's just like every one of them, some kind of a fruitcake, man. Some kind of weird shit going on. Got his naked daughter running around the house and shit. I'm like, what in the fuck is wrong with these people?
Unbelievable.
I couldn't believe that one night. I had Ruhif on here, and then his daughter comes walking in. She's probably about, I don't know, teenage or whatever. Comes walking right into the fucking screen, bare ass hanging out and shit. Goes over to the counter right behind him and shit. And his excuse, oh, she's autistic and refuses to wear pants.
That's
That's when you shut your camera off. And
yes.
Well,
Like-
there is no such thing as, oh, I'm autistic and refuse to wear pants. No. I don't give a shit. You can scream and holler. That's going to be a hurdle we're going to get over.
Definitely.
I that Ruhif guy, man.
Oh, he's a horrible dude.
He's another piece of work too. Like they all are just pieces of work that are just it aggravates me. I wish I was better at debating. I just I can't think get my I'll think of something after the fact.
After it, yeah.
Too late, you know. It's like I have a lot of knowledge up in my head, but when I need to get it out at the time, it doesn't come out.
It comes out in different kind of paces and dribs and drabs and in the wrong order. I get that kind of thing. Poo sniff. I like that Ruhif poo sniff.
I was thinking probably, Chuck Norris probably hits him up for fighting tips,
Oh, Craig? Yeah, he must.
Calls him up and says, "Hey, Craig, this is Chuck again. I need to know, should I do this leg sweep before the body slam or..."
He was in the SEALs with Jesse Ventura and people like that.
Alex Jones, him and Alex Jones.
Absolutely.
They were another less known branch called the Walruses. They weren't the SEALs, they were the Walruses.
Oh, yeah, that's good.
At the end of the day, I assaulted him. I technically hit him first, even though he put his jukes up. I'm an angry person. I struggle to control my temper, my anxiety, my stress levels, very much so. Very much like Bruce Banner, I am always angry,
You should eat a Snickers bar.
You're so scary. You're so scary, dude.
It's like Bruce Banner. The Hulk. He's comparing himself to the Incredible Hulk.
Yeah, he's so delusional.
I did assault the guy. Fair Nick. Craig is one bad mofo. I'm a naughty boy. I shouldn't have done what I did.
Okay, so tough guys don't call themselves a naughty boy. I'm just sorry. That just sounds really kind of gay.
It is very.
Are you a West End girl, Craig? Are you a West End girl? Just my British friends will know what I'm talking about.
The judge gave me credit for the fact that I, in general, even though I'm always angry, control my temper. It's a lovely way to talk to a disabled veteran in his house in the morning. My YouTube.
Okay, all right. So, disabled veteran. You weren't disabled as a result of your military enlistment. You became disabled later. So, to put disabled veteran in the same sentence is kind of dishonest, don't you think?
Sure is. That's all he is dishonest, right?
Yeah, I mean, really, I mean, he's putting the he's wanting the, okay, so he's going to have a leg amputated, right? And he goes around calling himself a disabled veteran. Then people are going to say, oh, well, he probably lost his leg in the war and shit. And then he can get all these, I guess, pats on the back or something like that, because I guess that's what makes a hero, is being less good at your job than the other soldier was at his. I mean, how does being a target or getting shot make you a hero? I'm just curious how that works. You get shot, you're not a hero. That just means that you're not as good at your job as the enemy soldier was at his. How does that make you a hero? I don't get it. I really don't. It makes you bad at hiding. That's what that makes you.
If you're in the act of doing something like saving someone's life, someone else, sure, right?
That I could see. But just simply, catching a bullet doesn't make you a hero. Anybody can do that.
YouTube channel provides for me and my family, and we've got a relatively comfortable life from it. Scotland, unfortunately. Oh my God, I cannot actually believe the support I'm getting. It's a little bit.
He's verklempt. He's
Oh my
verklempt
God.
at the support
He's
that he
such a
got.
big actor.
We're going to pay his legal fees. And that's the Yiddish word for choked up.
Verklempt.
Verklempt.
I'm so verklempt.
Yeah. God. Oy vey, right?
It's a little bit emotional, Randy.
We got screwed up by a disabled guy, and it's all going to come out in a proper documentary. Ex-military disabled military man takes on Thug and destroys him, and has his audience pay his fine for him.
Yeah, that sounds like a credible headline or title for something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
150 word fucking sentence.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing Craig isn't Jewish. I don't know where they would get a yarmulke to fit on that hair, but it'd have to be a little pointed one. What's he do? He goes in there and says, "I would like to look like a Hershey's Kiss today." Why not?
Or the shit emoji.
Yeah, the little poop emoji.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, it fits. It fits perfectly.
Yeah, spot on, man. It's spot on.
You just gotta put square glasses on it and it'll be perfect.
Hold on, let me chest up out here. I've just seen if him and Brenda match at all.
Oh wow, that is Brenda. No way. I've never seen that before. That is definitely Brenda.
From a cartoon called Bob's Burgers.
A little bit too big chested for Brenda though, but facial, brilliant.
Yeah. It can't be. Brenda, you stuffing? Are you stuffing? This one matches way better that way.
Yeah.
She's even better, which is just fantastic. That they've paid you fine. They've paid your fine. You joined the Navy to fight. Then, when you left the Navy, you decided to fight the flat Earth. And then, you didn't expect to be fighting on your doorstep or in the street, but you are. You know what? Yeah. And people are behind you over that. People supported you when you were fighting the flat Earth, and people are supporting you now.
Oh shit!
You finally thought this was.
Mate, they more than paid my fine. Oh my god! They just. This is why the flat Earth community has fucking nothing on the globe community.
Look at the support the globe community throw at you.
Like, it's
because they're retarded.
Yeah. There is only so much a human can take before you snap. I'm genuinely trying not to cry. Because you've actually the fine that I was charged, you've now doubled it. I could go and pay it again and beat him up twice. No, don't say that, Craig.
You guys want to see something pretty crazy? This is me and my mom, and this is 1983.
Oh, good. And then. Wow, dude. That's amazing.
Yep, 1983.
83, what was I? I was 7. I was 7 years old then. 1983, yeah. That's a year I remember moving when I was a kid from house to house.
I was just getting ready to ship out to Germany.
Wow, man. Yeah, but you're a handsome kid, man. Handsome kid.
I was in high school, so.
Just behind me. I was only 17.
Yeah.
Wow, man. Isn't it mental? Looking back at these photos. Jet black, yeah.
There's Roger. What's happening, Rog?
Not much, sir. How about yourself?
Oh, hello, Roger. Good to see you, man.
Laughing at these.
I loved your video earlier today. That was a nice one.
Yeah, man.
couple comments on there, PJ.
Which one?
The thank you. The nice
Oh,
little
right.
comment.
Oh, got you.
The Mars one, that was funny as hell too. I was watching some of that stuff earlier. I was like, that looks like a plastic wrapper on the ground with holes
I
in
know,
it.
I know, dude. Do you know, like those Mars clips? They were only like a lot of them. A couple of them were like about a minute long, maybe a minute and a half. But the rest of them, I mean, I did 20 minutes worth. They were all like 10 seconds and 30 seconds clips.
Yeah, they don't spend much time looking at it. They give you like a little bit, and that's it. Like,
no, so
you're
even
done.
though it was only like it was an easy video, it took me so long to do it because of the amount of 20 seconds, 10 second clips a while, then having to string them all together. So every single transition I did between them are all the same, just for quickness. You know, I usually do my transitions different, but all the transitions were the same in that one, just because for quickness. But yeah, it was quite fun. But it was a little boring because I was not talking. There was not much talking in it apart from me.
It was.
Well,
I mean, it was right to the point, man. And you don't have to leave your bedroom to go to Mars, dude.
Yeah, exactly.
Click on the computer, you're there.
Exactly, dude. Yeah, I quite liked it. Vicky put me onto that. One. So I thought, yeah, I can make a video out of that. Went for it. Nice one.
I'll have to look for my picture of my Jeep. We went to a place that was inside the cone of an extinct volcano in California, and we were collecting up rhyolite for our to do landscaping with, because this shit's just everywhere. It's those little red bubble lava stones.
Yep.
Man, we were just picking up 5-gallon buckets of that shit all over the place. And I got back and took some pictures, and you could actually fake Mars there easily, man, because it's the exact right perfect
most
color.
of those clips. Most of those clips that PJ showed in his video were from Devon Island.
Oh yeah,
I quite believe it.
Like,
dude,
they totally
absolutely
were, because that's where they did a lot of the I'm doing air quotes testing of the Mars expedition.
Yeah. There was loads of wet sand, bits of plastic, bits of string, you know, rock formations. It would have no, like, weather beaten rock formations, you know, that would have no place being on another worldly planet. You know,
all that garbage left behind by
that you would find here on Earth, which, because it is here on Earth, obviously. Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's not anywhere we can't go.
No, exactly.
Yeah, that would cost a lot more money. With an endless budget like they have, I mean, they did a decent job with the lighting and stuff. I'm pretty sure they had a lot of filters on those cameras, man.
Big time. And with the camera technology now, that you can fake anything easily.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, man! I saw this kid was doing where he had water being weightless outside, you know, manipulating it around. Of course, it was just a little app on his phone.
Yeah,
you know. They do it in space, and they're, you know, oh look, they're doing that on the shuttle. Look, you know.
Well, you've watched geo shifters like play on the giants in space. Back then in the 80s, they were using aircraft models in a dark room.
Yeah,
that's right.
You see the guy's forehead? It's shining right in the background. I wonder how long it took Dilly Gill to dig that up in all those files, man.
I know.
Like, it was like searching for a needle in a haystack. They didn't have to call Courtney Love or anybody. They found it.
Oh, Dilly Gill did a lot of good stuff like that, didn't he?
Oh yeah.
It was excellent stuff.
Well, Dilly, he hasn't put anything out in a long time. Not
in a while. Yeah, not in a while.
It's a lot of politics that are involved when you start doing what you guys are doing too, and it's rough as hell. They were giving Jaron hell last night on his live broadcast, but he bit off a lot more than he can chew, to be honest with you.
With what?
Yeah. Oh, he was trying to describe perspective instead of debunking the physical horizon that they were trying to prove in the process. And Rufy was in there making debunking videos, and he was trying to go through them, and he couldn't sit down and do it. It was a disaster, dude. And I'm like sitting here like, nobody's going to say anything. Nobody's going to like point out that's a physical horizon they're trying to push out there in front of you. And nobody said a word about it. They're like, just let it go. They're like trying to prove that island back there behind all that crap was where it was supposed to be and predict where it was supposed to be. And we added curve. It's like adding gravity.
Yeah.
Lots of gravity.
Lots of gravity.
That just floored me. I couldn't believe that. I would have been, what? Lots of gravity. What's that supposed to be?
Well, I thought they measured like G-forces and like planes and stuff, and that's how they got a rate. It was the speed it was actually traveling at. That's how they measured the G-forces that were applied to you. You know, and I never heard that we were at 1 G-force here standing still ever in my life. It's never been even in their rhetoric. It's not even there. It's like they're just making this shit up as they go along, dude.
That's it. That's it. Like so I've said earlier on before I come on, he says just saying something and hoping it sticks. You know?
Yeah.
That's it.
Throw spaghetti on the wall and hope it falls off.
Yeah. Throwing shit at the wall.
I don't have very much on my channel right now. I just started posting stuff, so you guys can go there if you want. Here, I'll post my link here.
Well, gentlemen, I'm going to leave you. I got to go back to work. I just wanted to touch in with you and see how things are.
All right.
Hear me? All right. You guys, I'll be listening in. All right.
Best
See ya.
man. Talking you.
Later.
Okay, so, let's see. It says, please ask Flat Knucklehead to post something in chat if he has any content on his channel. Yeah, type something in there.
I can't post it in chat.
Just say hi, and I'll give you a wrench.
Okay.
There we go. We'll fix that. No, don't put user in timeout. Add as moderator. Oh, little devil on one shoulder.
I've done that before.
Do it. Go ahead. Just be a dick. Anyway, good old Craig.
Just because people like me are physically disabled, right? Doesn't mean
and mentally disabled.
I'm weak. I'm strong.
My mommy said so.
Oh, she said if I ate my carrots, I would see better, and if I ate my broccoli, I'd be strong.
That's right. And I cleaned up my whole plate.
I always have been. I might look like a little nerdy guy that sits on his ass with glasses and talks about physics, right? But
no, you don't talk about physics. You talk about fairy tale horse shit.
Yeah.
Okay. Physics is what we're trying to discuss, and you're interjecting it with fairy tale horse shit.
Exactly.
I'm a black belt second dan. I'm combat trained.
Oh my god.
Don't think because I'm disabled
belt in something
you can walk over me.
Because I'll run you over.
Black belt second dan.
Fucking god.
Oh, he said black belt second dan. Oh
yeah, black belt second dan.
He's having a moment.
No way is he a second dan. No.
He's having a moment. He's having a moment here, man. He had to take his glasses off. He's got tears.
Oh, because he's strong.
Eyes are steaming strong.
Fuck you, Ruhif.
Oh, did he just say F you to Ruhif?
Same person.
Fucking hell. Why did you just do... Yeah, you're actually me.
Yes, we are the same person.
Oh, don't worry, Craig. You're such a good lad. Don't worry. Everybody loves you, man.
What a homo.
Yes.
Wow.
Crazy. Wow.
It's like a woman.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not trying to disparage women, but men that act like women are just
he's
cringe.
He's gone.
Cringe.
Yeah.
Oh my god, you keep sending me super chats.
Don't cry about it.
I feel loved from you guys right now. You guys have, you've done that. God. And you're still sending me super chats. I genuinely feel loved right now. You're still sending me super chats.
I like your
Oh my god. Oh my god. Stream News One says check your PayPal.
Wow, why are people so dumb? God, it just aggravates me how dumb people are.
Why do old people leave their estates to Jimmy Swaggart? Why do they,
Yeah, I know. Sorry, I keep forgetting how dumb people are. They drank too much fluoridated water.
Oh, I know, and that's the whole thing. Is they did it's wordplay. They tell us that we have more freedom than anybody else, and there's all kinds of freedom. It's so much that it's just spilling out of people's fucking heads. There's so much freedom.
Yeah.
I see Luke's
Luca Flat Earther for Life is here tonight.
For life.
Hello.
Luke,
look at that.
Come out of the closet again. Come out of the closet, dude.
I know where this is from. It's just been edited with that music. But I was actually one of the people who sent him a super chat.
We were wondering what kind of dumb fuck sent him super chats. Boy, you just come right out. I'm one.
Yeah, so you're just saying they're stupid people that send them super chats, and you are the one stupid person.
I know, you made him cry, Luke. You made him cry.
He did cry. He did cry.
Where'd you get money to send him a super chat from?
Well, I get paid by the government.
Oh, so then PJ sent him all the taxpayers sent him a super chat, not you.
Well, no, it's because of my disability that I get paid by the government. And
you get paid because you can't do things?
Yeah.
How fucked up is that?
Well, it's pretty nice.
Where do you live, Luca?
Australia.
Oh.
Would you make payments on a car that didn't run?
What are you saying?
Well, if you had a car, you get a car, somebody sells you a car and it doesn't run, right? And you can never get it to start. It doesn't ever work. Would you keep making payments on it?
Bro, it's just a kind thing to do when you're talking about a real person who has a disability.
Well, you're not disabled.
I am disabled.
How are you disabled?
I've high functioning AST.
Well, you're obviously able to work a computer. You have at least a moderate function of the language.
Yeah.
So you can't tell that that's not disabled. You mean to tell me there's no job out there that you could do? Not even a data processor or
I'm unemployed.
What?
I have been unemployed for a very long time.
Well, you don't have any incentive to be employed if the government keeps giving you a check.
No, I
bet you if they stopped giving you a check, you'd find a job pretty quick.
Well, it's because of my disability that I have a hard time finding a job.
Why?
Or
You know how to use a computer, right?
Getting a job, I should say.
Okay.
I don't understand that, man. I know people that are way more supposedly disabled than you are, and they work.
And some jobs don't hire people with disabilities. So
That's against the law.
I have heard of that.
Yeah.
That's illegal. So that's bullshit. I think you just would rather sit on your ass and collect tax money to go get a job.
My brother is schizophrenic, and they hired him.
I have been looking for jobs. There's just no one. There's not really any jobs
that you like
right now.
Mm.
No,
Like,
I like
even if you went
waiting.
voluntary for a bit, you know, like
I've been a waiter before, but I have gotten a job before. It's not that I can't or won't, because I have. I've
Well,
gotten my.
let me tell you, would you get a job if there was no more?
I'd have to, wouldn't I?
There you go. So my point exactly. So if you're able to work, you're just unwilling to work because you get money. You can skate on the system.
No,
and yeah,
that's not it at
that
all.
is. You just said you are capable of getting a job. You are capable.
Yes, I
of
am.
working.
It's just no one will hire me. They're
Why?
all full.
Okay, when's the last time you put out a resume?
I put out a resume yesterday, actually.
Did you? Where did you put it out at?
Marcasino's Cafe. You wouldn't know. Well, you might know if you Google it. It's in Queensland. It's at Robina, Queensland, Robina, near IGA. Well, it's a cafe it's a cafe. So, I have been a barista before. I've taken the barista course. Well, just a basic one, but I have gotten some basic knowledge on how to make coffees.
So you could probably get a job at Starbucks, no problem, man.
Well, yeah.
Right? So
I have put in a resume at Starbucks.
follow up, man.
Just don't just drop a resume and leave it.
Squeaky wheel gets the grease, Luca.
I put resumes in all kinds of places, but no employers will follow up.
You got to follow up with it.
You have to follow up. It's not their job to follow up with you. If you put
Well,
a
we
resume out there
have.
and what you do is you put the resume out there, you call them the next day and you say, "Have you looked at my resume?" You know, and then that will give them, "Oh, hey, he's called to give. He's got initiative to as an employee, right?" That and automatically they'll go, "Hey, would you be able to come in for an interview?" That's how you break the ice with them to come in for an interview. There you go. It's done.
Okay.
That's all you do.
Okay,
Simple.
I'll try that then.
Yeah.
There you go.
For me,
So anyway,
when I look for work, that's all I did. I would put my resume and I call them next day, and then I have an interview. Boom, done. And then I get the job.
so the taxpayers of Australia sent Craig a super chat to get him on. Awesome.
No.
Yeah,
I
they
got
did.
given
Yeah.
that money.
They did.
What?
I got given that money from my disability.
Yeah, but that money
pay that.
Yes, but once
So there's wealth in your disability. A disability
it's-
creates wealth somehow.
it's been once it comes to me, it's now my money to do what I want with it. It's my
Well, yeah,
money
but it's still
once it
stolen
comes.
goods. If
It's not
once I
stolen
buy
goods.
that car from the chop shop,
I do save money. I
Yeah.
don't use it
yeah,
all.
but it wasn't money you earned, right?
It's
You like the gambling
wasn't
and
money
It was
I
money.
earned.
It was money that was stolen from other people.
It's not stolen.
It's not. Where did it come from?
The government,
Where did the government get it?
the taxpayers.
Was
So it's
taxation is theft? Don't you
It
know
No,
that?
it's not.
Yes, it is.
It
What
is.
happens if is there a threat involved if you don't give up your money to them?
Yes.
Yes.
Get fined.
Go to
So
jail.
that's robbery.
It's not.
It
because
is.
It's like they're saying.
One
Just because the
100%.
government doesn't make it not
It's
robbery.
a contract.
No, it's not
Oh,
a
no, I
contract.
didn't-
I never
I didn't-
signed
I
any
didn't-
fucking contract. Where do you get that?
Oral
Once you
contract,
buy a
not what the
house
paper
or a
it's written
car,
on.
You buy a house or a car, and you specifically pay to have pipelines or
That's
electricity
not
go to
taxes.
your
Those are
house.
utilities. That's
It-
not taxes.
when-
Those are utilities. And if you
See,
don't
with
pay for those
utilities, they don't come.
utilities, they shut them off.
They don't put you in jail for not paying your power bill. They just
Yeah.
cut off your power.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, they do.
Right? They don't put you in jail.
So if you want to live without power, you don't have to pay taxes on.
That doesn't have
electricity.
anything to do with taxes.
Yeah, you don't have to pay for electricity if you don't use it.
It doesn't have anything to do with taxes. The electricity was an agreement. I said, yes, I want your electricity. Therefore, I will give you X amount of money per month or per
that's it.
week or whatever for that, right? Okay.
Yeah.
So
Did you
I
see what
didn't
LJ
say,
just posted?
hey, government, I think that you should be entitled to some of my money, even though you didn't do any work for it.
Well,
And
it's
if I
just-
don't give it to you, you will exact violence on me.
Well, the
So that's
government,
robbery.
It's a government building. They
What if I held you up at gunpoint, Luca? I took all your money, or a great portion of it, but then I went around the corner and bought you a Subway sandwich with it. So you benefited from me stealing your money. How is that now? Is that okay?
I didn't agree. What steal? That's not stealing.
It's not stealing. If you don't give me if you don't give me your money that I asked for it, I'm going to beat the shit out of you or kill you.
Nah,
now that is
would be
robbery.
stealing.
That's robbery.
Yeah, that would be robbery. Yes.
That's robbery. So what's the government do? Give me this
that's
amount
not
of
the
money,
same.
or
But
I
that's
will
not
come
the
beat the shit out of you and put you in jail.
Well, yeah, because you're
Okay,
using
so
their
it's robbery.
supplies.
It's the same thing.
Yeah,
It's
no,
robbery.
You're using their supplies. So if
Hey,
you don't
Luca,
pay, you're
would you-
stealing.
Luca, listen. Would you cut off your junk for $1 million?
Oh Jesus! Probably
Wait.
not.
Okay. Just checking. Someone in the chat wanted to know.
Yeah, that's it's taxation is theft. There's no way around that, man.
Yeah.
You pay them for the use of their utilities.
I don't use it. The utilities aren't theirs. I pay Shenandoah Electric Cooperative for my
and that's a
electricity.
government
Okay.
building, isn't it?
Yeah, that's not a tax. That's a bill.
Yeah, you get billed.
Yeah, so if
not
I don't pay it, what do? Do they come to my house and beat me up and take me to jail? No, they just stop giving me power.
Yeah, that.
Okay, so
There's a difference.
Absolutely it's a difference. So if I don't pay the extortion fee prescribed by the government, they will come and exact violence on me. This is the very definition of robbery.
I thought.
Absolutely.
What are taxes?
Theft.
Yeah.
Taxes were originally brought about to keep the lower class in the lower class and to help pay for armies and things like that. It's usually always to pay for the king's armies.
Isn't like taxes for like education and stuff?
No. You think all that money that they take from you goes to that?
Well,
I would say 90% of the money goes into the pockets of the politicians.
No, it's used to fund like healthcare. And,
Oh my goodness.
Infrastructure.
No.
Like education. You know.
No. Sorry.
Yeah.
I think you need to learn how shit
The
works.
army too.
man.
You know,
Look, I really
You trust the government way too much, Luca.
Yeah, a really unwarranted amount of trust in an institution that has been doing nothing but try to fuck you up the ass your entire life.
Yeah,
that's for sure. We got one more. We got one more minute of Craig, Luca. We'll get back on this here in a second. Let me finish this up.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Oh my fucking God, what are you doing? What are you doing? Why did you do that? The Stringer. I'm not going to tell everyone what you've just done, but so my.
What a girl.
Hey,
God.
people have been nice to him. Can't you show emotion?
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I would expect that. I would expect that reaction from a woman. Okay,
yeah, he's so fake though. Hey, Luca, can't you tell?
Have you ever cried watching a movie before?
Oh, shut the fuck up, Luca.
Watching a movie?
You go.
No.
Come on, come on.
Yes, you are my friend.
All of you are.
And not everybody can be a robot polisher.
You don't bully me and get away with it. I win.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Just
He's a
curious.
turd.
And then I grabbed his shoulder.
Narcissist.
So you're a Craig sycophant. What did you think about his response in saying that there was a picture of gravity behind me in my background? What did you think about that, Luca? Did you think that that was a intelligent rebuttal in a flat Earth debate?
Oh, there's gravity. There's gravity everywhere. But what did he mean by that?
Can you see gravity?
How do you get a picture of gravity?
You can't specifically see.
He said there's a picture of gravity behind him.
Gravity.
Wow.
You can see, but you can see the effect of gravity.
Luca, I
Well,
think
you see an effect. You see an effect, and you say it's gravity, but it's not.
It's just a name that we decided to call it.
Well,
Luca, can I ask you a question? How many vaccines have you taken?
2.
Don't take any more.
Which one did you take?
Wait, no. I think I got the booster as well. Oh, no, I didn't. Just 2. Yeah.
Which one did you take?
Verizon.
I just noticed it.
You took what?
What was the 3? Verizon.
Verizon. That's a phone company.
No, wait. There's
AstraZeneca. There's Pfizer.
Pfizer. That's it.
Okay, so you took. You realize that they're pulling all of the vaccines from production, eh?
Yeah, let's stay off that. Let's.
Really?
Yeah,
Okay, sorry, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Nothing bad happened to me.
Yet.
You wait until your willy shrivels up and it goes away forever.
Bro.
I
don't want that to happen to you.
Also, I heard that one of the side effects was causing an inability to be able to lick your own elbow.
But
so check and see, Luke. Can you lick your own elbow?
Yes.
Let's see. Put your camera on.
Really? You'd be the only person that can't.
I'm shirtless, but I'm sure I can make it work.
I don't know anybody that can do it.
Like this. Hello? You can't see me.
No, it's dark.
No, it's black.
What the fuck?
That's weird.
Luke is black.
Oh well.
We have to call you Luke.
Luke.
Oh, dude.
Go with Luke. You like that thing?
Yeah,
that's shit.
That was a nickname I had. Luke.
Is this a thing?
Luca the Bazooka. That was another nickname I had. I don't know how that one got started. I don't remember.
How what ones got started?
Luca the Bazooka. That was a nickname I had.
The Luca the Bazooka. That sounds like some wrestler name or something.
It sounded pretty
it
cool.
does.
It does. It sounds pretty cool. Very cool.
Did you hear this thing where there was a guy called in? There was the NASA people, and
I'm pretty
guy
sure.
called in and asking about why they're not going to be able to have the 2024 Odysseus mission live, but the 1969 Apollo was live. So this is kind of cool.
I'm pretty sure that most people can't lick their elbows anyway.
Yeah, that's what I said. If you can do it, you're the only person I know that can't.
Right?
Yeah. I don't think I can. Wait,
no, you can't.
Which one?
No, you can't. There is people obviously that's double jointed and stuff like that
Yeah,
can do it.
yeah,
But
they-
in general, a general mechanics
The
of the
average
body
person
won't let you in general.
Yeah.
Anyway, this was pretty good.
All right.
explain why we're not getting to see these images live? The Apollo 11 landing was broadcast live. Why now don't we have the technology to see all of this live?
And we're getting the pictures on the TV. Got a good picture, huh? He's on the moon. The second man is on the moon. Neil Armstrong getting ready to move the TV camera now out to the panorama position. Okay, as far as distance goes, Neil, and we'll line you up again when you finish the panorama. Tell me if you got a picture here.
I got a beautiful picture, Neil.
Issues with file transfers. We did have a number of communications glitches. We had either forward or return link problems.
Also, during coast in the zero gravity of environment of space,
It's very difficult to transmit on the fly, if you will, and get that all the way back to Earth.
struggle to get communications.
Unfortunately, they're going to be in the darkness. They will not be sunlit, so we won't get very good video of them.
55 years since they was broadcasting supposedly live, and now they couldn't do it. And their little garbage can fell over once it got up there anyway. So
Yeah, and it fell over on the camera side, right?
of course,
Explain why.
Of course it did.
that's to be expected. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Good God. Let me see here. I had another one of these jackasses saying a bunch of stupid shit too. Now I can't find it. But boy, I remember I was going to bring up this one. This was pretty good because Flatsoy did a couple good ones on FTFE and McToon right here. This one was a good one too, because when McToon said, "Oh, there's no V in this," and then accidentally scrolled down a little bit and it showed a V, and as soon as he noticed that it was there, he scrolled back up real quick.
Yeah.
That was funny as shit.
Yeah, that's deception right there.
And the look on his face was like, did anybody see that? Yes, everybody saw that too. Everybody. Let me see. There he is.
Look, I have no idea what he meant, but yes, that is correct. That is correct. That it showed a V when he said there wasn't a V, but yeah, I haven't got a defense for him here. So
yeah, they're dishonest, Luca. They're dishonest. That's all there is to it. They're just fucking dishonest. Every last one of them.
Yeah.
Yep.
I don't know why they said volume was in it, but volume is not actually in
I can't defend you,
here.
MC2.
I don't know why they said volume was in it, but volume is not actually involved in here. None of this includes.
Maybe he was talking about nothing.
Well, anyway,
it doesn't matter.
I think maybe
He was
that
saying
little
it's not
delta
part
Z,
of it.
maybe he thought that delta was an upside down V. And I don't know why they said volume was in it, but volume is not actually involved in here. I don't know why they said volume was in it, but volume is not actually involved in here. None of this includes.
Well,
anyway. I think maybe that little delta Z, maybe he thought that delta was an upside down V. Anyway, gravity is in there. You see that lowercase g? So yeah, gravity is involved in predicting the pressure at any elevation. So I don't.
But wait a minute.
So what they're talking about, both of the things that they tried to hand wave this away with, they were wrong about.
I know,
guys. I almost feel bad for him.
Hold on, he was showing a different equation. What was that square thing?
Oh my God, dude! Just the fact that you'd even try to defend that fucking idiot is.
Well, maybe he was talking about a different equation.
No, he wasn't. He wasn't. The entire thing was explained right there. Okay. It was explained right there. And as soon as McToon, the dishonest bastard, and you supporting that prick, is it puts you on thin ice here anyways. Okay.
It's just one measly.
Did you see what he did as soon as he noticed it?
Well, you're just connecting two unrelated things.
No. Prove that.
No.
No. Shut the
Prove
fuck up
that
and prove
was
it.
a thought.
You're gonna make no. You're gonna. We went over it. Flatzoid's gone over it. You prove your accusation.
You need to prove that.
No, I don't need to prove fucking shit.
He saw it and then immediately.
No, we
scrolled
did.
up.
Everybody saw it in real time, Luca.
Yeah.
If McToons gave you the opportunity for you to cradle his nutsack in your hand,
Everything
would you
is
do it?
suspicious to you.
Would you do it?
What?
If McToon offered you the opportunity to cradle his nutsack in your hands, would you do it?
No.
I bet you would.
No.
I think
That's
you would,
not
man.
right. I
I can't believe you're defending of this guy. The scrambling that you're doing is tantamount to somebody trying to polish a turd. You understand, right?
Yeah.
You're trying to polish it. You're polishing a turd.
The reason why Flatzoid and you are like over analyzing his actions is because you're very suspicious.
Not
of
analyzing
every
shit.
action
We know
taken.
a dishonest son of a bitch when we see him.
You're
We know
overanalyzing
what they
things.
do.
Nothing
Yeah,
about
you
we
think,
nothing
oh,
do we
he's
overanalyze.
fucked up.
If anything, it's under analyzing because they're worse than we actually think. Wow.
Yeah, you're just
he's
trying to
scrolled
polish
up.
a
He
turd,
must be
Luca.
avoiding what was written there. That's not really.
Okay, go ahead and go back and look at it, and you dissect it, and you show us where we were wrong and he was right. Go ahead.
You know what happens when you polish a turd? It gets mushier and smellier.
Yeah,
and that's all they are. Is stinking.
Actually, you know what's funny? You know what's funny about that is MythBusters actually did that, and they actually polished a turd.
Oh
wow!
So they proved that it's possible. It's hilarious, and they said it was just horrible. Like, but they did polish it because it's a way of polishing mud. And there's a certain technique, and they followed that technique with crap, and yeah.
Oh my God! But you know what? At the end of the day, polished or not, it was still crap, wasn't it? That's the point.
Sure was, yeah.
That's the point right there. I mean, you know.
Sorry, Jehovah's daughter Barbara is asking how old you are, Luca. If you don't mind her asking.
What's it saying?
Jehovah's daughter's asking how old Luca is.
How old? Yeah, how old are you, Luca?
I am 25.
That's what I thought. 25. Yeah, I thought that.
So you're not even partway cooked yet.
No, I'm not at the point where my body starts drastically changing.
No, it's what we're talking about is in the mind.
Mm-hmm.
In the mind. You don't really even start to mature until you're about 30.
You hit a certain age, and then the bugs start to disappear or die in your brain, and then you become a flat earther.
No, actually, what happens is you realize what a dumb fuck kid you've been for the last 29 years.
Well,
Yeah.
We're at 29. Oh yeah, 30. Fair enough.
Yeah. See,
might want to go back and do your maths again.
As soon as you hit 30, you start to realize, oh, fuck.
So this was a pretty good one that Flats put out here the other day too, man. But that they can't do relative. This was pretty good.
Now, are you going to man up and say, yes, the horizon is not physical? Or are you actually going to provide us any instance where you do not see the horizon rise relative to eye level?
Yo, Flavs, what's up? Recently, Dave from Southern Soul Unchained Mind and myself, Flatzoid, had a debate on Jeranism against FTFE and MC Toon. We were debating two topics, but today we're just going to cover one topic: how the horizon is only optical and not physical. Sit back and enjoy.
I just want a measurements supporting your claim, David. That's all.
Yeah, and just first, to say it's well known, so we don't need to provide evidence, is literally just avoiding the burden of proof.
Yeah, run away if you don't have any. I get it.
Make the claims, have to provide evidence for it, and it's known. It's well known, documented and measured that the horizon drops the predicted amount by the globe. It doesn't rise.
It rises, it flows at a predicted amount. God, somebody there's got to be a class you can take that'll allow you to speak and not sound so much like a homo. I mean, good God.
To eye level or relative to eye level, whatever that attempt of getting out of specificity actually means.
No, it is a specificity because it is just slightly below eye level. Always. Always.
Yeah.
And it keeps that relative position. See, because we're talking about what we're seeing as not being physical. It stays at that relative position to your eye line. They don't like that. They don't like that because now that fucks up their little theodolite shit and everything else.
It does.
It simply does not. The horizon physically drops from eye level.
That's where I put my shit hat on.
This is a fact. So, Toon, just ask your question again, and then we'll pass it back to them.
Yep. I just want a measurement supporting your claim, David. Please. Thank you.
Been outside. Apparently, neither of you have ever been outside or experienced anything in reality because I don't know what the fuck kind of a measurement you're expecting to have when there it is. It's apparent. It's apparent. Whereas your claim, Craig, where you said that was the only way is by going higher in elevation or getting close. No, it's not the only way. You always have these absolutes, and that's not true at all. You can. All experiences tell us and show us that the horizon is always relative to eye level. It's always below your eye level where you're looking, because you're standing on it. You've got height. Okay, so it's always going to be there. I don't care where you go. If you're sitting level, the highest elevation you go to, you're not going to see any drop of the horizon. It doesn't occur. So I'm creating lies.
Yeah, I got some questions. Can you give us one altitude where you wouldn't see the horizon relative to eye level? Because you guys are claiming it shouldn't be relative to eye level. So that's why it's you guys reversing the burden onto us when you cannot provide us evidence that there isn't an instance where you never see the horizon rise relative to eye level.
Again, David claimed the horizon rises to eye level.
I'd
never claimed that. That's what this fucking guy does all the time. He misrepresents things that you say. 100%. I had to correct this fool 5 or 6 times.
Yeah.
You know, and on that, not a Professor Dave in Austin. They're trying to. Dave's being a real shitheel about where the forum is going to be at it. And he didn't want to do it on Modern Day Debates.
Well,
yeah, that's what I suggested too. I mean, I don't understand what the problem is. I do. He's looking for any way to skate out of being able to do the debate.
Of course.
Well, here, why doesn't he go on InfoWars?
I guess InfoWars, they got a rule there now. They're not allowed to talk about flat Earth at all anymore.
So I'd say that the horizon is both of them.
What?
You would say it's what?
It's both physical and optical.
What? How?
How's it
because it's the physical line where the sky meets the ground. Would you agree?
No,
it's not. It's apparent.
And it's optical as well because we're saying for.
What is the meaning of horizon? What's the definition of horizon?
Where the sky meets the land.
Apparent. Apparently, with the sky.
They don't really meet, Luca.
They don't meet.
Yeah, I know that.
You know what's funny is like, you know how they talk about the theodolites? They're going, okay, you got to line it up with the horizon, and they go, oh, but the horizon, there's a dip, right? And I go, well, usually when you do a theodolite, it's usually at about anywhere from 5 to 6 feet, right? Well, that's because it's pointing down to its downward because of the height it's at. You know what I mean? It's pointing down to the horizon where your vision stops.
Yeah.
You know, or the vision of the actual theodolite does. And it's like they're trying to make it, that's the curve in the earth. I'm like, what? That just makes no sense whatsoever.
It's the horizon is the limit of a person's line of sight. So
it's not physical. If it changes throughout the day, as we've observed,
that's the physical aspect of it.
No, that's an optical aspect of it.
Yeah.
The optical aspect
you think it's physically, you think the earth is physically changing size, breathing in and out or something?
No, but the optical aspect of it would be, the way the horizon is influenced by the way light behaves or something.
What?
Traveling through the atmosphere, light can bend due to refraction, which can change the apparent location of the horizon, which would be optical.
But what about the refracted gravillax?
What?
What about the refracted gravillax?
Refracted gravillax? What's that?
Yeah.
It's you guys' answer.
You forget about the light bending because of gravity and space time.
What? Light doesn't really.
Light doesn't bend from gravity. I thought black holes are so much gravity it bends the light into it.
Yeah.
Huh?
Bends everything into it.
So is the light bending the gravity around the Earth? Is that what's happening?
That didn't sign up for that.
That doesn't sound right, does it?
Okay, yeah. Light, yes, you're right. Okay, I'll agree. Light can bend due to gravity, yeah.
Pardon? You agree that light will bend with gravity?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Light can bend due to gravity.
No, it can't.
Yeah.
No, it only appears.
That's
What gravity?
Why they told you about
No, wait a second. Wait a second. Now light has mass?
According to Einstein, it can.
Einstein was an idiot. He didn't say anything. Is anything that he's postulated provable?
Do you know? Yes, and do you know?
It is. How?
Gravitational lensing. Do you know what
gravitational lensing? Can you show me? Can you show me some gravitational lensing?
From what?
Can you show me some gravitational lensing?
You came up in what is it's David West the question.
Hey, Luca, you know what you're doing? You're just digging a deeper hole for yourself to bury yourself in it.
Yeah.
You realize that, right? Because there's nothing that you have that we haven't already discovered ourselves and know it to be false. You know that, right?
Did you know about gravitational lensing?
Did I know about gravitational lensing? I know it's a fallacy.
Yeah.
It's what you said about black holes, you know.
Okay, I was just spouting out garbage that is not even real because black holes don't exist.
Black holes bend the path of light.
Black holes do not exist.
Yes, they do.
No, they don't.
You know,
that's something they just told you happens because someone saw a little black spot in the space. And they go, there's a black hole there.
Nobody'd even seen it. Nobody ever saw this. They came up with it before anybody ever saw it because it was more of their fucking patching up their theory, just like dark matter.
Yeah, dark matter.
That's what they did.
And all this other garbage.
I'd say they assumed that they were orbiting, that the galaxy was orbiting.
They made it up. They completely fucking made it up, Luca.
And then, since then, we have confirmed that there is indeed.
No, they have not confirmed anything. It's still a made-up story.
Oh.
What is a black hole, Luca?
Who's AI in your chat? Do you know AI in your chat, Dave?
No, I don't.
Yeah, he's an idiot anyway. Luke was PG's cellmate, because I mentioned I was in prison earlier on. And he also called me one of them. He called me a nonce, which is over here is a PDF file, which is not very good AI. You know what I mean? Don't be saying crap like that when it's not
Go
true.
sit in the corner.
Idiot. Yeah.
AI can go sit in the corner for a little while. I just put him in timeout.
Yeah, nice one, dude.
There we go. So what is a black hole, Luke?
It's really, really dense.
But what is it?
Well, it's where, there's no light because
but what made it a black hole? How did that occur? Somebody dug a hole in the space or what?
Our sun will eventually become a black hole.
Why?
How?
Well, because when an object becomes super dense, it becomes a black hole.
Well, how do you know the sun is super dense?
Well, the sun is getting denser because
hold on, wait a second. Wait, the sun is what?
Because it gets burning up the hydrogen.
Yeah, but how did you get a mass of hydrogen in the first place?
Did you just say burning up hydrogen?
That's what the sun's doing. It's burning up
burning the hydrogen now. Oh, okay. But how can you make something denser when you are destroying it?
Yeah.
Well, it depends on what it becomes once it's burned up.
What does it become then?
What does hydrogen gas become once it's burned?
Helium.
No.
The sun, what's it called? Fuses is the word, I think. The sun fuses hydrogen.
Well, wait. How did we get a mass of hydrogen in the first place?
In one place. Yeah.
Probably because of gravity.
Gravity? Gas has gravity? Can you demonstrate a gas coalescing into a gob?
We can assume that we know that gas has gravity. Or gas
wait, we know that gas has gravity?
Wow.
How do we know that, and who is we?
Because gas has mass.
So what?
Mass.
We've never demonstrated. You've never seen mass attracting mass. No one has ever observed that.
Wow.
Now we're back on this. Okay. We should continue because I don't want to become a troll again.
Well, no, I'm just asking you simple questions. So, how do you get a ball of gas to form together? Nobody's ever seen that occur. Nobody's ever seen gases attract to themselves.
Especially in the heliocentric model, it's meant to be doing the opposite and flying out the way, away from each other. It's doing the opposite to what you proclaim.
I mean, if I release it, is there somehow, if I have a helium balloon, is that helium balloon or the hydrogen balloon, does it somehow have gravity to it or something?
Mm-hmm.
It's like once. Do you know what nuclear fusion is?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, once the temperature and pressure.
Well, you first have to have the pressure to get the temperature. You first have to have the mass of hydrogen in order for any of this other magical shit to take place. Right?
Yeah.
Okay. So do gases ever coalesce into a mass?
Yes.
When? How?
They know that they do because it matches their theories.
It matches their theories, but totally discounts natural physical law.
But why?
Why? Because gas does not bond. Gas molecules are not bonded together.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so they're never going to stick together into a mass.
Oh, how did we get gas giant then?
We don't.
Yeah,
That's another
Jupiter
lie.
is a gas giant.
That's a lie.
So yes, gases
No.
can form bonds with each other.
No, it doesn't. Ever. Not in a vacuum, not in this environment, no, in no environment outside of containment will you ever have a volume of gas of any specific shape or volume.
Yeah.
Yeah. Gas has no specific shape or volume.
But gas can bond with each other by
No, it cannot bond with.
They share,
hydrogen molecules will never bond with one
they
another.
share electrons.
Produce a ball of hydrogen then. Go ahead.
I don't have the expertise to do that.
No one does because it's an impossibility. It's that simple. It's an impossibility.
Well, I don't want to become a troll. So
No, I just want you to understand that that's an impossibility.
But it's not that.
It is.
Yes, it is.
Why do you think that gas can't bond with each other?
Because
that's how the properties of gas.
It's not how the I mean, what the fuck do you mean?
Like you said, gas can't bond with each other, but why? Why can't gas bond with each other?
How will they bond with each other? By what?
They form bonds with each other to create new substances.
They create new substances spontaneously? I don't think so.
No.
And the thing is, gas, whenever a molecule of gas is moving and it hits another molecule of gas, you know what happens? They bounce off of each other and they don't lose any momentum or anything. They perfect elastic collisions. They just keep moving.
Yeah.
They don't conglomerate together.
Bonding. Let's see. What is
covalent bonding? Is usually done.
Yes, that's it. That's
okay.
it.
That's not the same thing, dude.
It's where they share the sharing electrons.
Okay, that doesn't mean that you're going to have 100,000 hydrogen atoms conglomerating together. Covalent bond is only between two atoms of hydrogen, and it becomes H2, like an H2O.
Yeah, but what
about that covalent bond just bounces around.
Yep.
That's it. It doesn't sit there and connect to other ones and keep going.
Ain't got no more hookups.
Okay, you really need to go back and study atomic physics or atoms in general.
But what about double covalent bond?
Oh my goodness!
I think you're just listening too much to McToon and Craig and these type of people who are not doing enough.
Yeah, dude, you need to stop listening to those fucking
sextuple and octuple.
O2 is a double covalent bond.
What?
Yes. It's a covalent bond still, because oxygen can't. Oxygen will always combine with it. Like that's why you can't. Oxygen as an atom can't exist by itself. It always has to bond with something. That's
hydrogen atoms have the same charge. So here's the thing, right? It's a physical, scientific impossibility to have a volume of gas without a container.
Impossible.
It's impossible. Now, if you can come up with a way to do it, believe me, accolades and prizes will be thrown in your direction. Okay? Because that'll be a first time. But last time I checked, scuba divers require a tank.
Yeah.
What about hydrogen on the molecular level.
We're talking about it on the molecular level, babe.
Yeah, that's H2.
How does hydrogen exist on our planet? Or on our plane? Sorry.
Also, they got made.
Does hydrogen exist in our atmosphere? Does hydrogen exist in our atmos?
Yeah, it would, wouldn't it?
Okay.
And why doesn't it gob together into a ball?
Yeah. Wonder.
Because that's not the properties of gas. Gas are constantly moving.
Yeah.
With perfect elastic collisions, they bounce off each other and off objects.
Other things, yeah.
And other gases, even.
All directions at the same time.
All directions, yes.
Perfect elastic.
You know, it's like hydrogen. Yeah, but there's so few hydrogen in our atmosphere.
There's only 1 per cubic meter in space, as we're told.
Yes.
Okay, so how do they ever? You got these atoms or molecules of hydrogen, right? They're at 1 atom per meter, per cubic meter, right? Okay.
Yeah.
So about 3 feet apart. Okay. Now, how do they have enough? How do they ever coalesce together? How does that occur?
Well, there's low concentration.
There can't be a concentration. Gas doesn't concentrate unless it's collected in a contained area. No specific shape or volume.
And I'll tell you right now, you can't take hydrogen and pour it into a bowl.
No.
But since there's one hydrogen per cubic meter, that's such a low concentration. That's highly.
That's
unlikely
in
to-
space. That's in space, where your sun somehow magically formed together.
Yeah.
Yeah, but remember, gas has mass, and mass is basically
Does it?
gravity.
How do you know it has mass?
What?
How do you know gas has mass?
Well, it has weight.
Does
Only
it?
in a contained volume.
Even if only in a contained volume, it still has weight.
And it can't be weighed. It can only be calculated.
If I put the same volume in a 10 cubic meter container, or put it in that same amount of gas in a 1 cubic meter, which one is going to weigh more?
But you've got to
Which
understand
one is going to weigh more?
what putting one gas.
If I take a specific amount of gas,
Uh-huh.
okay, and I release it into a box that's 10 cubic meters,
Yeah.
and I take that same amount of gas and I release it into a box that's only 1 cubic meter, which one of those boxes is going to weigh more? Which of the gases is going to weigh more, the big box or the little box?
Well, taking into account the weight of the box, then
We're not
box
using the
will-
weight of the box,
No.
just the specific
The
weight of the
weight of
gas.
the box is 0.
that if you release the same amount of gas, it would be the same.
Yeah, but I only have 1 cubic meter of that gas here, and I've got 10 cubic meters of it over here. So what's going on with your mass thing? So it doesn't have a specific. So it obviously doesn't have a specific mass.
So are you putting the same amount of gas in both boxes?
So
or-
if the molecules are not bonded together, then it doesn't have mass, does it?
So wait, are you putting the same amount of gas in both boxes? Or
Yeah.
Then it would weigh the same.
Yeah, but I got 10 cubic meters over here, and I got 1 cubic meter
But
over here.
But they're still in a contained space, so you can
So
measure them.
what's with the mass then? How do you have mass of something that doesn't have a cohesive bond?
It's still
You don't.
It's
It
still
would be the mass
physical.
of each individual particle. So no, your mass attracting mass, which isn't true anyways. There's no proof of that. Nobody's ever observed it.
Ugh. You know what I'm gonna say, but
Yeah, I know you're going to talk about that stupid baking dish experiment, right?
The Cavendish, yeah.
Yeah. So that showed air being attracted to a lead ball.
No, it said
No,
mass
it didn't. Did it?
attracting
Didn't
mass.
show that at all. In fact, it didn't
It
even
said
show
mass.
lead balls being attracted to one another, did it? Because what was the one thing that they believe in that they could never negate out of the equation?
What?
Gravity.
The gravity of Earth?
Right.
But that wouldn't affect it going
Why?
sideways.
Why?
Because it went sideways. It didn't go
It doesn't
down.
matter. What's it hanging from?
A torsion wire.
Okay, and what's that torsion bar connected to?
The 2 lead balls.
Okay, and what's the whole contraption connected to?
Earth.
Right.
Oh my gosh.
Yep.
You're genius.
There you go.
But why would that?
What?
Why would Earth matter in this case?
How did you rule it out?
Well, if mass does attract mass, then
It
would be
doesn't.
pulling it
It
down.
doesn't. No, but when has anybody ever observed that?
If there was a larger mass in the
If
wind,
if a
that would need to be
if
taken.
a bullfrog had wings, it wouldn't bump its ass every time it jumped. Now that's a postulation, it's a hypothesis, but it has no bearing in reality. When have you ever seen mass attracting another mass?
What? When have I ever seen it?
Yeah.
Well, I guess I haven't seen it because I
No
haven't
one
done
has.
the
No
experiment.
one has ever witnessed that.
It's not an observable phenomena.
So
I could say I just fall down, but you'd say density, right?
well, there's nothing being pulled. What are you talking about?
But yeah, I'm getting pulled to the
No, you're
center
not
of the
being
earth.
pulled.
But luckily, there's like.
How do you know you're
there's
being
a-
pulled? Where do you get that from?
Well, I fall down when
Yeah.
I jump, and
Yeah.
I'm being pulled down.
No, you're not being pulled down. You're
When
just
I
sinking.
jump, I'm
You're the medium won't support you.
Yeah, luckily there's there's something supporting me, so I don't get pulled down.
You're not being pulled down. Ever.
Never.
Anyway.
Then,
Why would you need to be pulled down?
Yeah.
well, because that's how gravity works.
Well, there is no
Why do you
always
need
pulling.
why do you need gravity to be kept down?
What do you mean? Why do you need gravity?
Why would you need to be kept down? What are you in danger of flying off?
It's just how gravity works.
Well, we haven't established that there is gravity.
Exactly.
So first off, we need to understand why would everything need to be held down? Held down against what?
Yeah.
Well, It's just. It's
Is
just
there a
how it
force?
works.
Is there a force that's trying to throw me up into the air?
There's a force pulling you down.
Well, why would I need to be pulled down if I'm not being pulled away?
It's just how it works.
Well, wait, no, you haven't demonstrated that at all.
No,
that's your postulation.
So you can't demonstrate that, but you can certainly demonstrate that air doesn't hold something that's solid. That's well demonstrable. But you can't demonstrate the same action with gravity, can you?
I mean, what is threatening if there were no gravity pulling me to the earth? What would happen to me?
If there was no gravity, you'd fly off into space.
Why would I fly off into space? What force is there to throw me into space?
Well, there's no force pulling you anywhere.
Well, that's right.
So you just keep going up in a single
Why
direction.
would I go up?
Yeah.
Because if you jump up and
Yeah.
there's no gravity, there's nothing, then it would be kind of like space. You'd just float away.
Why? I don't understand why you need this gravity.
Because
Do that.
Newton's law of motion. An
Well,
object
what about
in
Archimedes' law of buoyancy?
An object in motion will remain in motion unless acted
Well, I
upon
don't
by an
believe that.
outside force.
I don't. You know what? I'm calling bullshit on that.
Definitely.
That too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
doesn't remain in conservation of momentum. You don't remain in motion. It slows down after a while.
If there was nothing, if
To
there was no
impede you.
friction, you wouldn't slow down. You know, we slow down.
Not gravity, friction.
Because
gravity,
air,
friction.
because of we have.
So gravity is
atmosphere.
friction?
I did a little
No,
video
we
about
have
that the other day.
atmosphere. We have. There's no friction in space
How do you know that?
because there's
You've
no
been there?
atmosphere in space.
How could there be? Well, I know that's the. How could we have one here?
Because of gravity.
No,
Gravity
you have.
makes it-
So you've got the demonstration. You've got a demonstration of gravity causing a downward acceleration of the air. You can show that there's a downward force being applied to the air that I'm breathing.
We can show mass attracting mass.
No, you can't show that at all. You can't show that at all. Nobody's ever witnessed that at all. Never. It's never been observed. So I don't even know what you're talking about. You keep going to this mass attracting mass, and even that's been refuted, gone for 109 years. So I don't even know why you're still stuck on that dumb shit. Newton himself said that he didn't want to be ascribed to that dipshit theory.
That's right.
Did you know what he meant?
Yes, I don't want to be ascribed to this dipshit theory.
That's not what he had a specific meaning when he said that.
Yes, I don't want to be ascribed to this dipshit theory.
Yeah.
No, that's not it.
But if he said that, I mean, he might not have said it in the exact same way as Sob said it, but he said that. So why would he mean something else?
And why do you guys always find it necessary that when you're nailed with this dumb shit, that you got to make up stuff like you're in the head of this guy, like you knew him or some shit?
Divining his thoughts.
You know? Who was that dumb fuck told us that Cavendish wished that he had a vacuum chamber? Remember that? Who was that? Oh, that was Timmy Bob. Timmy Bob.
I remember.
It was like, yeah, I'm sure he sat around going, boy, I can't wait for the future when they invent a fucking vacuum chamber.
You know, exactly.
God, you guys just make up shit. You start so quickly getting into the what ifs. Well, what if this and what if he meant that and what if that and the other? And it's like, no. What did he mean by that? He meant, I don't want you ascribing my name to this dumb shit. I don't think this is how nothing's working.
It's because he knew it was incomplete.
He knew it was Boulder Dash. That's what he knew. Come on. And you're still clinging on to it with no proof of it whatsoever. None. Not a single bit. Never witnessed it happening one time. Want to point to some 18th century crackpot hanging balls in his shed, and he wasn't even trying to show mass attracting mass at all.
No, he wasn't.
You know, it might blow your mind that Viagra wasn't invented for boners. Okay.
Yeah, he observed it, so his thinking probably went something like,
oh, here we go. He was thinking, and it probably went like something like
maybe.
He's probably like, oh, I'm this weird dude that drinks fucking mercury and shit, you know?
Yeah.
He probably found
an off-topic question here. Sorry. What's the best way to download YouTube videos?
I use a thing called iTube Go.
iTube Go.
Use the download button.
I've got a download thing. Hold on.
iTube Go, and you just put the URL up into the thing, and
I just download them.
Pops right in.
Okay.
With the download button.
No, we want it to download to the computer, not
I see.
to another place on YouTube where they can fuck you with it. You see, you're way too trusting. You have so much unwarranted trust in authority. It's not even funny.
You know, he found it difficult.
Hey Jeff, try that one. It's in private chat. That's the one I use to download YouTube videos.
He found it difficult that he found it difficult. No, he found it hard to accept that objects could influence each other without touching. That's probably why he said what he did.
Yeah. Probably because it's nonsense.
Because
That's basically what he was saying. That this is stupid.
That it was incomplete. He didn't know why. He
Luca,
observed.
just stop. Just stop.
He didn't know why gravity.
You lost. You lost.
Nah.
You've lost completely.
Absolutely.
Completely. You're once again trying to shine up that turd. You missed the spot on that piece of corn there, Luca. Keep buffing. Keep buffing.
David has the burden of proof. Not me, not Craig. David does to show that happening. And so far he has been unable to. That's definitely waving the white flag there. I appreciate that. Thank you very much for not being able to support your claim.
But I guess we're just going to ask once more to press this home. David, can you please provide us with measurements of your claim that the horizon always rises relative to eye level? Please, just measurements, not words, not saying it's evident.
Measurements. What the fuck? If it doesn't change, what's that mean? What does that mean? It means that it's not a ball.
But it does.
Okay? No, it doesn't, Luca.
You have to look down to see the horizon.
No, you
when
don't.
You go up.
No, you don't.
Yeah.
Dude, look at the screen.
Yeah.
Yeah, the horizon's at the same level every time, looking straight out. Boom. Same level. Same level. Same level.
Are you sure?
Yes, I'm sure.
How do we know that's eye level?
Oh my God! Just shut the fuck up.
Are you looking? When you're looking straight ahead, that's eye level.
No, that's what FTFE meant when they said show evidence and stuff. So measurements.
Oh my God!
Those things that prove.
Listen, Luca. Your globe is fucking dead. Give it up.
You can't just look straight ahead.
Yes, you can.
Eye level.
Yes, you can. Yes, you can.
If it is indeed.
Yes, you can.
Wow.
Yes, you can, Luca. Especially when you have a specific size. Okay. I mean, we've seen computer simulations showing what should occur with the horizon on a globe as opposed to a flat Earth.
Yes,
it's been done to death. Okay. And we don't see it ever.
The cameras could be tilted.
They could be. Yeah. Because
could be maybe.
Listen, you guys are the ones with the reason to be deceptive, not us.
Why?
Because you're a bunch of fucking pricks. You're a bunch of satanic losers. People that are so stuck in the system, sniffing holsters and licking boots, man.
Yeah.
I'm curious, actually. It's unrelated, but I am a bit curious as to what other things
You were going to say conspiracy then, weren't you?
Yes, I was. I'm just gonna say it anyway. I'm curious as to what other conspiracy theories you subscribe to.
I don't believe in conspiracy theories at all. There's no theory about it. I'm a conspiracy analyst. It's definitely obvious that there's conspiracy of deception on every level.
Like I know about the vaccine thing. You don't trust the vaccine. I know about that one. But what else is there? What about what's it called? The when planes release things.
Oh yeah, I'll show you a cool video I've got of that.
What's that called?
Chemtrails.
Chemtrail. That's
you think they're contrails?
Do you subscribe to chemtrails?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yep, 100%.
Oh no.
I mean,
contrails dissipate after a couple, after 30
Yeah.
seconds.
Yeah, and chemtrails are there for hours afterwards. They're making patterns in the sky. X marks the spot. They're there all the time. Like if you look, like Jeff says, if you look at contrails, They dissipate. They dissipate. They follow the jet. They follow the plane, slower than the plane, obviously, when it dissipates, but you see it following along like dominoes falling down.
You can almost see that it works like a tail. It'll dissipate at the same rate as the speed of the plane behind it. If contrails stayed up there like that, think about this. These B-17s and Lancaster bombers and shit that were flying back and forth to Germany. Hell, ain't no reason to have to. All we have to do is follow their contrail back to their aerodrome, and we can bomb it. We'll know exactly where it's at. But they couldn't do that because the contrails disappeared. They don't disappear now. So, I'm 25 years old. I've been watching this shit for 58 years, and I can tell you that I've lived by an airport and watched many contrail as a kid, and then noticed the strangeness of the contrails I see today, that they don't disappear. They get bigger. The sky becomes a milky gray color.
Yeah, absolutely opaque.
Come on. I'll show you a video here in a minute. I've got
I mean,
loading that shit up.
I think they actually admit. I think they admit pretty much to chemtrails, don't they?
They're coming right out about it now.
Do you agree that when that the exhaust that comes out of a jet is very hot? Would be very hot.
Yeah.
And when it meets the cold air, that's what contrails are formed.
100%.
Condensation trails, basically.
Absolutely, 100%. Yep.
Yeah.
So what's the point?
Well, I'm saying that, when the water vapor.
Do you think that for some, the contrails are water vapor, chemtrails are not?
Yeah, that you mistake chemtrails, or you mistake contrails for chemtrails.
No, I don't. No, they had jets when I was a kid too. They had jets when I was a kid too, Luca.
You can't mistake contrails for chemtrails, Luca. They can't be mistaken. They're completely different. They don't look the same at all. The chemtrails are almost like long clouds. They billow. You know what I mean? They've got fluffiness to it. If that's a decent description, I suppose. And like Sov says, the contrails dissipate. Chemtrails don't. Well, they do eventually, obviously, but not as quickly.
What about the what other things are there?
A lot of different things, Luca, but we're talking about this tonight.
Yeah, okay.
There's a lot of different things. There's hundreds of what you would call conspiracy theories that I call are conspiracies to be analyzed. Absolutely. 100%.
Then just the measurements, please, over to you.
Thank you.
Measurement are you looking for? What kind of a measurement, other than an observation that occurs with everyone, would you even be looking for? That's retarded for you even to ask. In fact, it shows the desperation that you have right away. It shows what desperate. Where's your numbers? Where's your math? You guys are pathetic.
Okay, I've got an answer to that. What elevation is your photo taken there? What, 200,000 feet?
Yeah, 100.
Okay, here's your math.
127, I think.
Great. Okay, 127. Well, even at 200,000 feet, even at your beloved space tin floating in a natural violation called space, you still see an horizon, apparent horizon, due to its relative position. So, again, you guys are telling us that there is no measurement at any altitude for a apparent relative risen horizon, which is not physical, it's optical. You guys will have the burden on you because you claiming there is none, yet doesn't matter which altitude in history, doesn't matter who's gone any higher, there has never been one instance not observed having a horizon relative to eye level. If you don't understand what relative is, we'll be more than happy to explain it to you. But don't play dishonest games, Jansen. Give us the math. Fine. 200,000 miles up, 200,000 feet up. It's still there, like it should be predicted. No matter how far you're up, it's going to be there. The burden is on you to show us where there is an instance where there's no horizon relative to eye level, which is impossible.
I don't know about you, but I failed to see the measurements there.
I saw no measurements. And when we said measurements, they repeated back the words math. I didn't say math. I know that David only would ever do a measurement and he never does any calculations or math when he does a measurement. So behind him on his screen, there's no measurements there. We don't know where eye level is in there, so there's no way to identify whether or not the horizon rose to it. Is it the center?
But wait, Craig said that was a photograph of gravity.
Yeah.
Right?
He did.
Without any measurements or any stating of what those predictions that he...
Lots of gravity. That was his measurements. Lots of things.
Lots of gravity.
Lots of, yeah.
I have to go now.
Oh, well, hey, before you go, Luca.
Here now. Bye then.
Hey, Luca, real quick, before you go, let me just show you something real quick. Okay.
Oh, the contrail thing.
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
This is the view from inside the planes. That spray chemtrails into the atmosphere.
All these canisters, look.
What in the world?
Look at that, man.
So I just thought that would be real interesting for you to be able to see before.
Hopefully that burns into your thick skull.
Yeah, no doubt, right?
I'll have to look into it.
Yeah.
Please don't ask McToon or FTFE to show you videos of how they're not contrails or chemtrails.
I'll look into it by myself.
The dude's patch on his fucking uniform literally had a plane making chemtrails. Come on, man.
I mean, you've got me thinking. Sure, that's good enough, right?
There's a guy that went out during a time when they did a bunch of spraying in the air, or the comtrail or chemtrails, and he put a bowl out there and just left it out there, and it had this black dust in it. There was no fires or nothing. It was this dust, and he had it analyzed, and it was aluminum and barium.
Ball.
Wow.
If you look at the chemical name for barium, it's Ba, and aluminum is Al. Put them together.
Oh, shit, it is. So it is.
Ba. What?
Ball.
Ba.
Double L.
Baal is a god that they worshipped in the Bible days, which they still worship now, actually.
What?
That's why they got you all the time with the basketball and football and baseball, and you live on a ball, and everything's a ball.
What is the element double L?
What? No.
B-A-A-L.
Baal.
Baal, as in Baal, B-A-A-L.
Or
B-A-A-L.
Bravo Alpha Alpha Lima.
B-A-A-L.
Yes. Bravo Alpha Alpha
That
Lima.
doesn't mean anything.
Yes, it does, actually. It's a god they used to worship back in the ancient times, and where they still worship it now, actually. But
B-A-A-L.
Yes.
Name.
Oh my
It's
God!
A bull. It's a golden calf. A golden bull. Bravo Alpha Alpha Lima. Yeah.
What do you see right there?
There you go.
There it is. There it is.
Very first result. See how I spelled it? B-double-A-L.
Yeah.
Well, there it is. Wow.
And you
You're
see
right.
how it separates the name there, Sov, from Baal or B-A-A-L with an apostrophe, Baal. And those are your two elements.
So yeah, that's
There you go. Okay.
Wait, was it the false god that they worshipped?
Yes.
In the Bible?
And they
Yes.
When he went up into the mountain
Yes.
and got
Yes.
Oh,
Absolutely. Well done.
There you. Oh my gosh, you have a revelation in your head now.
Ooh.
You're getting there, slow hand, Luca. You're getting there, brother.
That's fine, Luca.
You're starting to link up there.
Can you eat 50 boiled eggs without stopping? You wouldn't know that reference. You're too young.
Scene, PJ, in that scene though.
Yeah.
All right. At the very end of it, if you look, Newman is laid out on that table,
and his stomach is all swollen out.
But he's in a Jesus Christ pose.
Oh, is he?
Yes, and that was deliberate because what did he do? He sacrificed himself
to
take those guys out of prison for a brief amount of time.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to rewatch that now.
Yeah.
I love that movie. I love it. It was a good movie. I used to watch it with my dad when he was alive.
It's one of my favorite movies. It is one of my very favorite movies. Cool Hand Luke.
Yeah, things like that. Cool Hand Luke. I liked things like Thunderbolt and Lightfoot. Is it Thunderbolt and Lightfoot? Clint Eastwood and Jeff Bridges. Thunderbolt and Lightfoot? Something like that. Yeah.
Clint Eastwood was the Wild West, wasn't he?
What's that? He says, when a man's mama dies, he tends to get a little bit of rabbit in his blood.
That's right.
I get
what we have here is a failure to
communicate.
I have to go now.
All right.
See you later, Luke. Bless, man.
And the man with no eyes, even if you watch the credits, that character, that guy, that guard that's always in the sunglasses, he's only referred to in the credits as the man with no eyes.
Right. Excellent film, though.
Yeah, there's a lot of symbolism. There's a lot of symbolism in that movie, man.
Nice.
It's really good.
Yeah. Look, that's what I'm saying. That's when movies were proper movies.
What's that?
That's when movies were proper movies,
Yeah. I love shit like that. I'll tell you what's a good one, and it's a big play that's been done on Broadway and even local community theaters. But 12 Angry Men.
Oh yeah, the jury thing. Yeah,
that is a great movie, and it's a great play to perform too in a community theater because you don't have to change sets.
No, you're just in the same room all the time. Yeah, that's fantastic. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Definitely.
In fact, we got a little local theater here that just started up. I was thinking about going down there, paying them a visit, and seeing about see if we can get them to do 12 Angry Men. Hell, I'll do it.
That'd be great.
I'll act in it, no problem.
Wow, that'd be excellent.
But yeah, I'll go down there.
Thanks for having me on, Dave. I gotta go, so you take.
I'm not gonna
take care.
I'm gonna go about another 10 minutes, and
it's 5:23 here. I should be getting some sleep at some point.
It's 12:23 here, and that's good enough.
All right,
finish watching what he's got going on here, but this is just more of the see how desperate these fucking guys are, man. They're just so fucking desperate. Let me pull it back out. He's just so fucking desperate.
That's it.
There. Very confusing that David and are running so hard from actually supporting their claim.
I did notice though, Flatside offered very kindly to explain what he means by relative to eye level. So I think what would be appropriate at this time is if we ask two things. One, we would still like to see the measurements.
Okay, I've got an answer to that. What elevation is your photo taken there? What, 200,000 feet?
Yeah, 100.
Okay, here's your math.
127, I think.
It is. You're right, Flats. There's your math.
Even at 200,000 feet, even at your beloved Spaceton floating in a natural violation called space, you still see an horizon, apparent horizon, due to its relative position.
But that, Flatsoid, please do give us that explanation of what you mean by relative to eye level, because obviously we don't.
Yeah. No, let me say this. I would love to see the interpretation of the consequences for the globe that he did, because they have been saying that the horizon doesn't rise, or that the horizon does, and it doesn't match the globe, right? They say that doesn't match the globe. So how do they know how much the globe should? Certainly they did this.
If it's a globe, it shouldn't be 0. Okay,
Right.
that's all we need. I don't
Simple.
give a fuck what it could be if it was a globe or anything else. The only thing I need is if there's no variance.
That's right.
What's that mean?
Yep.
Application, the computation. So for say 11,000 meters, you two, what is the globe's predicted angular dip, and what is the flat Earth's predicted angular dip at 11,000 meters? Let's see it.
So that's 3 things. 1, the measurements. Well, the specific one's got
Well,
2. The
they won't have that. That's silly. They won't have that.
Taking there, what, 200,000 feet?
Yeah.
There's your math.
127, I think.
Right. Okay. 120.
Oh, I would really like, though, Flatsoid to give us the thorough explanation of what relative to eye level means, because I never. Yeah.
For the globe, because he doesn't want to strawman the globe. So whatever relative to eye level means for the globe, let's have it, Flats.
It's very simple, guys. You guys are trying again. You see, this is all the guys do. I have a burden, but I have to place it on the flat earthers because what is the same? You guys claim to always see the horizon relative to eye level. Yes, we do. No matter how high you go, you always see the horizon relative to eye level. Oh, but we want to claim it's supposed to be dropping. So it's your burden to prove to us. Okay, simple. 200,000 feet, the horizon is relative to my eye level. And by the way, relative is just based on position or argumentation place. Okay? Now, again, the math you want to claim on your globe or the flat earth is your burden because you're the one making the claim. You need math for it. We don't need to claim math. We're literally saying, here's a photo, here's the horizon, which you claim shouldn't be there. So therefore, it's your burden to prove why it should not be there. Not us to prove why it is there, because it is there.
I didn't hear an explanation of what relative eye level was.
What is he going to say, PJ?
No, I'm just saying, and I was just agreeing with Flats. I was just thinking, why is he hiding when he's vaping? Why is he hiding himself? It's not like it's against the terms and conditions, is it? Just not smoke when on video.
No, I don't know, man. I don't know.
Wow.
I think he's just a weird guy, man.
Yeah.
That's basically. I mean, both these guys are just weird as shit.
Oh, was that?
There's nothing there. But let me.
And by the way, relative is just based on position or argumentation place. And by the way, relative is just based on position or argumentation place.
Let me say once again, hold on, quick, if I can. They made very specific claims about the globe. Very specific. They then have the burden of proof to show what they did for the globe. They said, correct me if I'm wrong here, they said the horizon doesn't rise according to the globe the right amount, right? So they must have done the computation to know how much the globe should rise or not rise, and then compared it to an actual measurement. So far, I've not seen them do that because there's an actual real number that the globe predicts from 11,000 meters. And certainly they must have handy the ability to do that to apply to the globe. So that's what I
And of course, they don't want to strawman the globe. They wouldn't want to do that. Oh, and I did hear a buzz. So.
Yeah, again, it's called the black swan. There's your measurement.
Mhm.
We've seen many flat earths. Yeah, we've seen many observations, low, high as well, that go against what your globe says and show once again what you're fighting for is optical, not physical. Notice how you guys have still not yet been able to demonstrate how the horizon is physical and still have not been able to demonstrate how the horizon does not rise relative to eye level. All you are trying to do is reverse the burden onto us. Now, are you going to man up and say, yes, the horizon is not physical? Or are you actually going to provide us any instance where you do not see the horizon rise relative to eye level? Thank you.
Anything, Sovereign?
Yes.
Pay attention, Felicia.
As far as what is it supposed to be for a globe? Look, if it doesn't change at all, that tells us that it's not a globe. It doesn't matter if it doesn't change at all. And yet you're going to talk about bottom-up obstruction when you're standing on the ground, but then when you go up, oh, you still can't see it up at this high because it's too high, it's too big. Come on, pass it.
But that not just that, and it does change constantly, even at ground level. That's the whole point. It's optically changing position. That's why we brought up Black Swan now. So you can't claim it's physically changing. It can't. It's optically. So therefore, if it's optically changing due to optical phenomena, you can't claim, hang on, it's a physical curve.
I don't want to strawman you. I feel like I'm unable to respond unless Flatzoid gives us a specific explanation of what he means by relative to eye level.
And by the way, relative is just based on position or argumentation of place.
So,
he's correct. He's strawmanning us. We don't claim the horizon would be relative to eye level. That's not our claim. My claim I'll be very specific. My claim for 11,000 meters is 3.4 degrees plus or minus 1/10 of a degree. That's my claim for the horizon dip at 11,000 meters. All right. So let me show you. Let me do what they are unable to do. And Jaron, I'm sharing my screen there.
Okay.
This is a measurement, a dip of 3.3 degrees. The globe prediction is 3.4 plus or minus 0.1 degree.
That's the same as it is on the fucking ground.
Oh, wow. Unbelievable.
There you go. It dips. Not only does it dip, completely falsifying David's initial claim that the horizon rises to eye level, and completely invalidating Flatzoid's straw man of the globe of it relative to eye level. It's a very specific amount that we predict, and it totally matched.
And was he able to replicate this with the same height on a different day with different atmospheric effects? I don't know, but yeah. By the way, you're still showing it to rise to relative to eye level. So look at, no matter what altitude he's going, guys, can you see the horizon still in view relative to eye level? So in other words, Craig, just like I said before, clean out your ears. Position relative.
You guys can move
I think we beat this to death like a dead horse.
To clarify, whatever you mean by relative to eye level is irrelevant because the horizon drops a measured amount from eye level. Yes, you can see the horizon. It's predicted that you can still see the horizon, but it drops. It physically drops as you rise in altitude. It doesn't stay the same position relative to your eye level. The distance between the horizon and eye level gets bigger as you raise in altitude. Impossible if the Earth is flat. Toon, anything else?
I noticed that. Let's just review. David claimed very specifically that the horizon always rises to eye level. I showed that it doesn't, and then they ran away from that claim and said, oh no, refraction, diffraction, some word salad stuff. So I thank you for retracting your claim there, David. But we definitely did show that the globe prediction matches because they were very specific. I appreciate this. They said the horizon should drop 0, and I showed that it dropped 3.3 degrees. Now, if you want some more measurements, I've got more measurements. It's the same. It matches the globe every time, Flatzoid. So just trying to hand wave, say, oh, you didn't replicate it. Well, sorry, it does match every time. So yeah, thanks for not having that. And I guess if you want to run away from this beating you've gotten, I guess that's fine. Just wave that white flag.
Well, it's masters of projection. Masters of projection.
Isn't it just? Wow. God. Wave that white flag. Wow. He's just dying for that concession, and he just wave it. Wave it. Please just wave it. Wow.
And I think they spent all of like 5 minutes even talking about this debate on the after show.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, come on. I'll be premiering a replay of this on my channel tomorrow or within the next couple of days anyways. The whole debate. Cool. I've got it downloaded. I wait for a little bit because you know, that way I'm not stealing views from Jaron and shit.
I kind of do that with Michael if we've got kind of the same video. He always says, like, you upload it if you want. I'll say, no, wait till you've got your views in it first.
Yeah.
I'll upload, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, because like my son Ryan, he's been getting mad views from somebody else replaying his videos. That guy's getting like thousands of views on Ryan's channel. He's not hardly getting nothing.
That happens. Yeah, that happens. I've seen a lot of channels doing that. They review other channels and make a lot of them in the channel that they're reviewing and nothing.
Oh, don't worry. Hello, baby. I'm not going to cut the nose picking out. No. I'm leaving it all as it is. That's staying. Yeah.
That's it. Rough copy all the way through.
That dude, man. He was really going to town, man. He used a thumb and 2 different fingers on both nostrils, man.
Yes. It's a pity he didn't have a nose like a bowling ball, wasn't it? He could have got 3 fingers up there.
Dude, he had that thing. He had his arm jammed up his nose to the elbow down there, man. He was really going at it, man.
Right to the hilt.
We are more than happy to talk about your misunderstanding of gas pressure and how things are. We don't mind. We're not running away from that, but we just know you're running away from this one without answering our questions. But more than happy to move on to gas pressure. Please, over to you. Give us your evidence that gas pressure, whatever, proves that the Earth is flat. Please, I'm excited.
Okay. First of all, McToon, this is the 4th time I've told you now. Relative to eye level. Learn the words, please. Yeah. Okay. And no, you have not replicated at exactly the same altitudes and got exactly the same results. That's just an outright lie. Okay. So yes, the water, before we move on to gas, the water is physically below your feet, not physically rising. That's why it's called relative to eye level perspective. Everything converges. And I was so hoping you were going to bring up your orthographic trigonometry today. I was so hoping that you didn't. Hey, you would have got stuck on that too. But anyway, let's move on to gas pressure containment.
So at the end of the day, what have we gathered here? You guys have failed to represent the horizon as being physical. By definition, it's an optical position where the sky and the earth appear to meet. Yeah. No matter what altitude we go, it is always relative to our position. You guys failed to show it's physical, failed to show it's never there, due to it dropping physically in our field of view. So therefore, the burden still stays on the globe side to prove opposite to what we have seen in reality. Observed flat. Until next time, guys, blessings.
That's all right, man. He does a good job with those.
Yeah. No, you did a good job.
That was a nice touch he did there, wasn't it, guys? Sorry, I made chaos there for a minute. I was trying to log back in. I'm getting off work now, and I wanted to touch on one thing right quick. You guys were talking about chemtrails earlier. Okay. And all the extra crap that's going in the air up there. If they kept that going long enough, wouldn't that cause like huge light refraction everywhere and make it hard for you to get any kind of black swan observations or anything? That's the first thing that came to my mind. I was like, oh, click. I think they're doing it on purpose. And if you listen to their mission statement,
listen, they've come right out. They've come right out and said that they're doing it now.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
So they've thrown all their defenders under the bus. And
they don't care.
And God knows what the hell else they've got in that with it. I've even heard tell of blood plasma. Why in the world they're doing that? Who the fuck knows? But the fact
it's kind of like sorry guys, it's kind of like the contractors even at 9/11. They were actually using asphalt steam with actually human debris in it. It's just that's jacked up, dude. They didn't sift through it. They just said, "I'm gonna patch some holes with this." that's their mentality. I don't see why they would give two shits about you or me anyway. So
No,
it's the same organizations that do this.
Yeah, it's everybody having a
Go ahead.
price. It's just the Milgram experiment right there. You know, if an authority figure
Kind of
tells you,
Malthusian,
to
you
do
say?
it, right, you know, they'll go for it. Well, that's about
Rats
all
go
I've
for
got
teeth.
here tonight. All right. So I think we're gonna go ahead and sign out here.
Remind me to sign up for welfare tomorrow. I'm going to sign
There
out
you
for
go.
welfare tomorrow.
Yeah, no
I can
shit.
sit at home and do what I want.
There you go. That's all you gotta do.
I know.
Hey, Mrs. Welfare Lady, I'm a tard, man. Send me a check.
Well, I think they do that like with anything they can get away with. If they want to spend money on any kind of research disease, they'll throw money at it and they'll find a guinea pig somewhere.
Yeah.
Easy.
All you gotta do is go in there and tell
if
them.
you'll sign up, I'll do a sleep experiment.
Just go on in there. Just go on in there and tell them. Say, give me a check. I'm a tard. And they say, prove it. You say, Earth's a globe. And they say, all right, here's your check.
That's the one. That's the one.
Well, right now, you'd have to say you were a flat earth. We're the blood of the joke right now. From what I can tell.
Right.
Just trying to do. Yeah.
Roger, you caught us right as we were.
Good night,
getting ready
gentlemen.
to go
I'll
off.
see you tonight.
All right, man.
Later, dude.
All right, later.
Later.
Man.
PJ, you got anything coming up or?
Not at the minute. No, we did the live last night. I haven't got any videos in the pipeline at the minute, but I dare say I'll have something by the end of the week.
Do you have a
might
wrench
end up
on
doing-
here? Do you have a wrench on this channel? No, you don't.
No,
No, fuck, we're gonna fix that. What? Wait a second. Oh, I can't do it on there. I got to do it over here. I was like, what? My options were limited. That's because I was on StreamYard. There we go. There you go.
Thank you, sir.
So if you got any links or anything else like that, or you got a show coming up soon?
No, that's what I'm saying. I haven't got like we did live last night. I might end up doing some kind of live just off this. Like, no, if I can't sleep or something and you're not on, like at the weekend you're not on, I might end up doing a live at the weekend or something. But I dare say I'll have a video a premiere coming out by the end of the week. I haven't got one in the pipeline yet because I've put out quite a few, to be honest. But yeah, I dare say by the end of the week I'll have something come out.
Well, go over to PJ's channel, subscribe to him, hit that bell notification for any good that it'll do you, but it can't hurt. They don't like to give out notifications about us.
No, they don't.
We're miscreants and ne'er-do-wells, I suppose. That's all right then. Well, everybody, thanks for showing up tonight. We'll see you next time on Sovereign Soul Unchained Mind. Don't forget, the Lord loves the working man. Don't trust Whitey, and see a doctor and fire his ass because he'll probably kill you. Good night, everybody.